Who else was here? Lime Apple, Igunom. What's going on, Igunom? AKG Filming. What's going on, homie?
Mankind.
Duel 1. Let's rock. It's Guilty Gear Strive, the Jeekly, our Friday night open bracket here for the North American region with a minimum $50 prize pool. That's what you see in the bottom left corner of the screen. You can claim those free Matcherino codes to make that go up a little bit higher. But until then, we got Mage here on the Millia with a great start. Going for that meterless Bad Moon to get a knockdown and a reset. Lime Apple getting out of that corner. Not unscathed. Already taking a bit of damage, but it's starting to play this ground game here a bit. Mage trying to get a run up far slash. Not getting it. I saw Lime Apple go for that meaty. But Mage on the layer 1 says, hey, if I got meter, I'm spending the super. Catches you with the low. Didn't believe in the hit. So Lime Apple gets a chance to fight out here and get our own throws established. I'm looking at 100 meter on the side of Lime Apple, and with that install damage, doesn't even need to spend it on a super, just needs to start kicking your head in. Mage with the dominating start, Lime Apple with a good recovery and way to finish that end game there. Counter hit JH, Mortar Strike from downtown. Lime Apple delaying that burst spend. Did get away here for a second, but Mage getting back on top of you here. Oh, I like that dash cancel. Was able to jump over that jab. There's this reversal again. I love that. Lime Apple saying, okay, you fooled me once, shame on me. Not going to fool me twice out here. I see you with the sub, Scary. Thank you very much, homie. Appreciate you. Are you in the bracket, by the way? I didn't seed, so I didn't see if you were in the bracket or not, but good luck. If not, maybe yours hanging. Glad to have you. You're here watching some Millia gameplay, homie. I know you're locked in for that. I like that JH, the second one that was, to keep the combo going. Artemis to finish this off here. Lime Apple going to have a decent amount of burst meter, though, right? Not tonight? Okay, well. Tonight we're relaxing. I know I got a bracket to run, but I feel like I'm relaxing here myself. I'm solo common. I've already had the day off. Didn't have to work the 9 to 5 this morning. Just got to hang out with a friend. Went out with my wife. Came here to start hosting some Guilty Gear Strive. Watch y'all beat each other's ass. Sounds like a good day to me. Trying to catch you with that 2S with a fuzzy jump here. Mage getting that burst away from Lime Apple, but then back throwing you into this corner, making you hurt for that meter spend. Speaking of meter spend, going to be the red RC after that Bad Moon to keep the pressure going. Going to be the wall splat off of the 2D. Lime Apple with the up tech gets out of that H-disc. I'm looking at that meter. A little 2+. Mage didn't get that throw, but a little scramble after. We didn't get that full punish. We do got the 50 to spend. And unfortunately for Mage, did not get that burst in time. Lime Apple was able to finish off that first game, but a close first game. Great stuff. I'm celebrating my 30-month mod anniversary. Lol, what is this? I don't know, Curb. It's like it's for the mods that do things. I know that it may be a little confusing for you that you have that on right now, because it is for the moderators that actually help and do things. I'm just kidding. I love you. All right, here we go. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Days off that you're MVP. Happy Juneteenth. Okay, Lime got you thrown down here in the corner. Definitely a very strong start here from this Giovanna. That last game going very close, or at the very least we were taking turns showing our dominant rounds there. I like that anti-air on the turbo fall. Mage getting this pressure start here. Yo, Hera time with the raid just in time, homie. We just started. And you know Lime Apple, I think, right, Harry? Y'all might have played each other in the Academy brackets. Lime Apple, a previous entrant, and I think Lime Apple has a purple name in the Discord. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. I think they got a top 8, or rather a top 8 on the Clash Reunion. Go to time, sends his regards. Appreciate y'all. And appreciate the mod who gave that shout out. Please give Hairtime a follow if you guys don't mind. A Guilty Gear Strive streamer, player of the game. Bracket runner, by the way. Shoutouts to the Hairtime org bracket. That was a good one. That was like one of my favorite events, bro. I love that event. Okay. Lime Apple here, getting that counter at close slash on the other side. Mage answering back with the burst, but the anti-air super here, close enough to the wall. No, it wasn't enough to get the break like we wanted, and a good, well-placed fuzzy jump here from Mage. I gotta say, the fuzzy jumps to avoid throw have been so good at also avoiding the meaties, especially the 2S. So great stuff right there. Mage has been having some proactive defense in the corner that's been rewarding us with big damage in entire rounds. Counter hit with that far slash. You got to respect that quick far. Oh, picking up with the 5K. Yeah, you got to burst out. You're going to be getting the wall broken on yourself. That was a good pickup from Mage. And another one after that. JH close enough to the wall for the Set the Voices break. That was some great heads up play from this Millia. Go for a reset here. I saw the JP press, but was able to recover after landing. Oh, didn't get the 6H we wanted. The PRC to keep it safe. And in the scramble, gets a throw here to finish the round. Good play there from Mage. Is the Jeekly 99 a battle royale like Tetris? Man, I should have came up with some funny name for 99. Like some kind of gimmick, or like I wouldn't have actually altered the bracket format or anything, but some gimmick name would have been interesting. Unfortunately, I'm not very creative. That's a good one though, Angel. Thank you, Jeek, very much. Thank you. I mean, rather, you're welcome. The Jeekly, but you have the 9s in there. Okay, y'all. So we got a slugfest on our hands. Some evenly matched competitors. I think the winner of this match gets the blessing and honor and privilege of having to fight GC Yoshi next. I think, if I remember the seeding right. So whoever was second seed, I can't remember. Ooh, nice Artemis there to whiff punish out that 6P. We did have an air action here, so the super connects, not a full conversion though. Great stuff there from Mage, using that red RC after catching your toes to finish off that round. The honor and privilege. Yeah, I always try to give these matches some time on stream because they're normally seeded to be very close, and as you can see, we're right about this one. And they most likely have to go into a very high seed afterwards. So, as it's a curse but a kiss, right? Kiss and a curse. Oh, nice. Able to block the gold burst, so we keep the pressure after, but can't get the punish, of course, unless you get like the jump. IBFD, wow, good burst bait there. Didn't get the full punish after, but at least you got this full stick of butter to try to close things out. Septum Voices linking into the 5K. Great play there from Mage to go up here 2-1. Kiss of death. A warm hug. Yeah, you don't want to get hugged by that Bedman. We got some pretty strong high seeds up in today's bracket, but we're happy to see everyone here, right? So, especially very happy to see Lime Apple, man. I used to only see Lime Apple on Saturdays playing in that beginner bracket, but my homie is a certified gamer out here in the open brackets, trying to make it through here with a very close set so far against this Millia. Mage doing a great job though, gonna burst you back. Hits this JH connection and a knockdown in the corner. Steals the corner, line blocking it out, but gets frame trapped in the 2D. Spends the burst to fight back. That S disc, though, very well placed from Mage as we keep this pressure up. This time, the corner steal doesn't get blocked. Yeah, recognizing that we would have been able to tech out of that H disc in time, Mage just opts to go for the JH wall break instead. Line trying to get some hits in here. Oh, no way. Almost fully converted off that Capel. Still opted for the Septum Voices to try to get some plus frames after. Oh, my lord. Yo, how do I deal with that Turbo Fall Capel, homie? I don't know. Don't be there? I don't know, bro. That is insane. You saw Lime Apple went for the air-to-air, which I agreed with, but Mage already opting for that Turbo Fall Capel was able to get the pickup and close out the round. Bringing it down to the corner here. Blocks it out. The PRC spent. The 2K is connecting. Lime Apple getting the flex shielded back, but with the momentum off of that dog dart, kept that pressure up. Good backdash here from Mage. Getting to the other side of you here with JH. Has the meter to turn this next hit into a super wall break if we opt to. Instead, just going to go for this JH. BRC to mix things up. The slowdown for both players getting a little weird. Catching you with the low, not the full conversion. The cross up JH, didn't get the low after. Good use of the flex shield there from Lime Apple. This could be the start. Speaking of the flex shield, Mage spending it right back, but Lime having that 50. Oh, unfortunately didn't get that 5D combination there. Mage and the scramble got the throw. Is going to win this set 3-1. Everyone's on the screen, bro. Let's go. Here we go. Big shout outs to Logan Jungle with that raid. Welcome everybody. You're watching the Jeekly Online. It's our Guilty Gear Strive bracket every Friday at 8 p.m. EST with a minimum $50 prize pool. We're here in our second match. It's Igunom 1.0.2.1 apparently. Actually, but their name is 1.0.6.7. We got to work on those updates. Playing the Faust, Markiplier, Dark Evil Man number 2. Maybe number 1 is the Faust here. Got that trumpet connection. Got the bomb on your other side here. Try to get the air throw. I love that run forward. Unfortunately, you cornered yourself. It did get you out of the bomb, and Markiplier is ready for this full conversion after. Oh, my God. All right, y'all. You League of Legends enjoyers. Did that look cool? Tell me. Here we go. We're playing Guilty Gear Strive. This is an anime fighting game, if you're not aware. Going to be played at Evo next week. So if you guys like what you see here, these are some of the best in North America, but you want to see the best in the world, you got to check out that Evo bracket starting next week on Friday. Markiplier with the one vision baits the burst. Going to be able to close out this first round here. What's Guilty Gear Strive? Angel, I'm saying. And we got the replays too. Keeping you down. So this is going to be a hard matchup, right? So both of these characters are some of the only ones that have those zoning capabilities, right? Both between Axel and Faust. Faust is definitely a weird one. Even if you don't play fighting games, you can probably look on the screen and see that this guy is lanky. He's got some weird stuff going on. He doesn't have your typical special moves or special cancels. Instead, what he has, his main one at least, is an item toss where he randomly throws an item. And both players have to react to what it is. Of course, it can be advantageous for the Faust, but you have to be ready to convert off of it. You got to be ready to change your game plan around it. And when you're on defense, like Markiplier is going to be, you're going to have to get around it. You're also going to see some teleporting around the screen probably by this Faust. It's called Scarecrow PRC. That's their good way of getting around these zoners. Now, Markiplier on the Axle can do some zoning. What you're seeing right here is what we call Ren Sen, keeping you back with these special moves. He can change what he wants to cancel into. Went for a couple bombs there. We call those the cherries, the winter cherries, but then scooped you back when you're in the air. So he can really mix up how he wants to zone you, and those zoning patterns and adapting to those are going to be the crux of the gameplay. There's the Scarecrow I was telling you about. Igunom using that item toss to get a mini Faust out, but the HP too low. Markiplier ready for the jab to sit you down after. See what we got here on the round start. I love that confident round start there from Igunom. If you guys played any other fighting games, maybe you're aware of some of these combo breaker mechanics. So we call it burst here in this game. It's that blue meter. Markiplier, even on hit, was able to push you back. Gets a second chance at life here, but now you got to rebuild that meter if you want to go for it again. Igunom's about to get theirs. You'll see when it turns blue. Nice. J2K. It's a dive kick right there that fights you back. Going to use that blue burst actually offensively to try to get some mix here in the corner. Gets that strike throw. You're stuck there in block stun. What comes next? Well, it's just going to be a simple throw. And then you're pressing on wake up. You don't want to get thrown again. The Igunom being able to get away with some of this shenanigans. You got the bomb sitting you down. This overhead Scarecrow. The YRC defensive mechanic to try to get away. Counter hit with that J2K. Markiplier able to show you what this Faust can do. It gets a little weird, man. This character is a little lanky. He's a little weird. But he's fun to watch. Markiplier, of course, playing Axel, who is hot. Sorry, my mic cut out there. You got many Fausts here on the screen. That puppet's going to move forward, and when he gets tapped once, then he gets activated. But talk about activation. Igunom goes for a reset here after that wall bounce combo. Catches you with that fast RC low. Resetting here with this mini Faust. Through a meteor. You got to respect those. Getting another counter here. Markiplier was able to build that burst up again to push you back away. Got 50 meter on the side of this Igunom. Is going to keep our pressure sequence with that red RC. The love bag conversion off of that 5K. Igunom getting a lot of damage here. Not enough to kill. Actually just a pixel. Markiplier can't even be clipped by a special move, or it's going to chip. Look at that. The chip damage coming out. Was FDing, which negates that chip damage, but maybe didn't realize on the second hit of that bomb bag that it was still going to possibly take you out, so...
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Looking good here. Trying to jump over that Rensen scoop follow-up. Going to spend that burst to be offensive. That's how Igunom likes to use it. Going for these cherries, follows up. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that 5P, that jab is a full screen one. Pretty unique here for Axel, but was able actually to run under it there with that low profiling Faust dashing towards you. Using that 6P just to keep it down. The 5D is the mix. That's your overhead. Markiplier has 50 on our pockets here. We're going to have to spend it after this wall break. Still a close game, all things considered. Igunom about to have 50 as well because of that positive bonus. Gotta go for that 6P, but the dead angle 6P. That's one of those downsides to Faust, one of those weird quirks. He does have a very forward-facing 6P, but because of that, if you're directly vertical of him, it can be kind of hard to deal with. The Bunty with that raid. Thank you very much, homie. We got everybody piling in with these raids. Appreciate you. There's that J2K. Very well placed here with the J2Ks in general from Igunom, using that to beat some of these low profile moves. Does it again there on the 2P. Markiplier holding up, able to challenge it though. Spending that meter here, going to secure this hard knockdown, be able to run some mix when you're on the other side of the screen. Okay, or just kill you. My bad. Or just kill you. Okay. Still down to this last round here. Great 6P to catch out Mark here. Oh, the counter at close slash. Mark ready with the burst. Gets another chance at life, but there's that Scarecrow PRC I was telling you about. I've called it in the first game. I knew it's a strong tool. I mean, you got to build 50 meter first, and you have to wait for the Axel, who knows it's coming, to commit to something too much. Igunom, great routing to finish off this game 3. Got one more game here. Y'all probably used to seeing fighting games like Tekken, Street Fighter, where we play 2XKO even, playing first to 2. But here in Guilty Gear Strive, maybe a little unique. We play first to 3 even in winners round 1. This game, as much as we love it, is volatile as shit, bro. Rounds go quick, win or lose. So adding that extra game tries to temper that volatility just a little bit. So Igunom still needs one more here if we're going to win it. Markiplier still has that chance. Of course, it's down a game, but ain't much. Mini Faust walking away, but was able to use that 4 to actually push the Mini Faust back towards Axel here. Mark with some great defense here in the corner. The thrust, able to buy some frames after that connection. Rensen no cancel sometimes is even stronger than canceling into something, right? If Igunom knows what you want to cancel into, Mark not going for a cancel at all, instead just getting a reset, can get away with some frames. Able to go for that super jump to try to jump over any of those potential follow-ups. At this point, you got to be careful about that chip damage. You see Igunom spending that FD, has no more left. And the delay cherry there from Mark actually is able to stay active enough for the Faust to fall back into it. Not getting that chance to route out. Great air throw there from Mark. That's some matchup knowledge there. Faust liked to jump over that 100-ton weight, try to use it as a chance to get a free air dash towards their opponent, and Mark actually, I think, just called it out there. Oh, yeah, a little too active in the air, wasn't able to recover in time, and the trumpet clipped you, so Igunom actually able to get some frames. Gonna have this mix route crossing you up. That can be a little bit dangerous. Has 100 in the back pocket. The meteor that gets you the guard crush frames after. Nice counter hit. Igunom spending the burst to try to stay alive here. RC to keep that scarecrow safe. Still has meter to get some mix potentially in the corner, but Markiplier is going to get you in that zoning. Tsukiyomi, no! The thrust connection! Wow. Igunom. I promise both these characters are zoners. I know it looks like Mark is just zoning out the Faust, but I swear that Faust has some good options too, like you just saw right there with that thrust. That's crazy. Okay, tried again with that JP, but you see how Mark went for the no cancel, was actually able to get the anti-air. Mark opting for that. Rensen, nothing, 5p anti-air. Yeah, it's going to be death of 1,000 cuts, but at least it'll kill. I like that from Mark, just running away, saying, hey, I'm trying to get away from you. You can't opt for like some vertical anti-airs, like what, like 2S? Oh my god, that J2K counter hitting from where? Try to go for the command grab. 100-ton weight coming out, though. Markiplier with that red RC after. Didn't get that whistling wind connection like we wanted. It's going to be Mark getting this game 4.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
We need to do something about this Axel Low individual. Angel, I want to agree with you. Trust me, I want to agree with you. We banned HC before we banned Axel. Isn't that crazy? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, dude, these J2Ks have been pretty slick from Igunom. Markiplier blocking it out here, though. Good air throw, good air tech right there. Trying to get this thrust after. Nice job getting this Rensen established. That afro so devious, right? Mark saying, hey, I do not want that on my head, homie. Good single throw here. Able to immune through that bomb. Igunom with some great play. I like that change for Faust in this patch. You can cancel the mix early and still try to get like a quote optimal hit on that wall breaker, the best you can get. Markiplier in that RC slowdown, able to get away from that air throw attempt. Oh, okay, now that is some tricky mix right there. Igunom actually canceling the mix early, still minus, I think, but just catching Mark off guard, expecting the full spend of it like you saw right there. So you got to be careful. Holding back there, Mark was able to react this time, saying, hey, I'm not going to fall for that trick again. Was able to 5K you this time. Okay. Igunom catching on to the Rensen no cancels, just did the hop forward without fully committing to the air dash, which is pretty slow for Faust, right? Like, some characters with good air dashes just air dash over this stuff, but not Faust. Markiplier zoning you out, building up that full stick of butter, didn't even need it. Going to finish this set 3-2. Duel 1, let's rock. It's Nom versus Scissors. We're gonna see what we got here. We got the May, Anji, both on the default colors, by the way. We're the main characters out here. Sheesh. Scissors, guys, recently in the Jeekly has had some amazing performances, making it up to the top 3 many times now. I want to say, like, damn, like maybe out of the last couple tournaments, like maybe 3 or 4 times. Nam is one of the top 8ers in our Jeek League tournament. Shout outs to that one, y'all. Exclamation point league. That's Anji color 6? Is it really? Is that really color 6? Are you trolling? That's default Anji. Oh shit. It is color 6? Oh my god. What does the default look like? I am LARPing. Default has red? Has more yellow? Alright, I'm not reading chat. I'll accept that I'm wrong, but okay. God damn. Alright, well, let's talk about the gameplay instead. I may not know the colors. Oh, trying to get this forward spin parry here. Scissors loves going for those ones. Shout out to Astral. We weren't able to get her on stream. Another very good Anji player loves going for those spin parries. But Scissors saying, hey, in your honor. Oh, good 6B conversion there. Able to go into that Nagia. Nice job. Getting that fuzzy jump normal. Scissors reacting to the 6K, not with blocking the overhead, but with a spin. Wow, dude. Able to get that air throw off of that dolphin. That was some crazy play. It's like Scissors realized that after Nam did that dolphin there, was going to be able to up tech after that spin, and then had the air throw primed and ready. Then the back throw after. Man, Scissors with some heads up play in that very last round. Scissors is considering spinning. And y'all gotta have me Google Anji default colors on stream, man. All right, here we go. Considering spinning. Scissors, have you considered spin? I'm having trouble with Anji this matchup. Have you considered spinning? Oh, wow. Good vertical dolphin there. Didn't get the 5K link that we wanted. This time the 6K actually connecting and getting a counter hit. Scissors showing off with that one reaction with the spin, but didn't get it there. Did get this combo here. I like those JKs. Delaying them a lot to see if we can't fish out that burst. Now I'm not falling for it there. Unfortunately, cornering ourselves with the Ko. Nam is going to be able to take full advantage of this one. Scissors is going to have 50 soon in this round. So is Nam, of course, with that positive. Either player's game at this point. In fact, damn, at this point, Scissors may be able to build up that burst in time and could consider using it potentially. Nam with 50 here doesn't give you the chance. Nice job. When those trade jabs end up working out in your favor still, it's always nice. The stagger close slashes. We're playing Season 1 Soul Bad Guy out here. The 2H with the frame kill into the throw setup. Nam was ready for it, though. Was ready to get the tech. Just going to get the Rin here. As much damage as we can without spending meter. Nam's catching your toes here with the 3K. Nice. The 5D actually getting fuzzy jump. Nam trying to get away from that one. But that last Rin catches your head. You got to keep your hat on, May. Keeping the pressure after Ko. Ooh, Nam actually well spaced away from that 6P. Didn't get the whip punish we wanted there. Scissors did spend the meter on that parry. I mean, just the threat of it alone sometimes is just worth as much as getting the raw hit, it seems, as Scissors has been able to still have a pretty decent lead. That being said, Nam, while I was talking, vertical dolphining your ass through the wall here. Trying to get away. Catches you with that JH. Trying to bait out a reversal. Scissors trying to bait out that burst as well. Nam saying, hey, I'm just going to die with it at this point. I ain't spending on you. Scissors, all right. Well, here's the foot. 5K to finish off game 2. I like what Scissors was going for. Was paying attention to where that meter was for Nam. Knew that this would be the chance, if any chance, to burst. Nam seeing that Scissors was looking for it. And when you get down to this point, it's kind of hard to use it. First off, love that 3K under the projectile. Scissors just already having you in that checkpoint scenario with that 5K. That being said, we had decent meter. We get the hit. We bait the burst. That's Nam's game to win. But Scissors keeping it cool, keeping it preemptive, puts ourselves with this comfortable lead. But a little too comfortable. Bet it all on throw. Nam gets your burst and gets another counter hit here. You see Scissors preemptive out of hit stun with the 5Ks. Oh my god, we're getting dolphin bunkered. I was so excited to see this combo in the new patch. Wow, Scissors hitting you on both sides with that parry. Nam still saying, okay, funny stuff, but it's still my round here. Gonna take you out with the dolphin. 100 Hyrax points to someone who tells me what the name of the killer whale is. 100 Hyrax points. I have to ask every time. It's like Goshigawara or something. What is it? Goshogawara. Thank you, Sonic. Oh, catching your back dash with that Far Slash, bro. When Mage players learned that Far Slash was good, it was over. It was all over for us. I like the way Nam uses this 6K. I'm not going to lie. Got 100 meter now. Scissors not afraid to stagger. Nam, seeing that you're going for those resets, got out of this corner here. Okay. Parry on the beach ball. Able to get the frames after another parry. But unfortunately going in the wrong direction. Nam using this JP to get the strike throw after. You see Scissors being preemptive still with these P normals, with the 5Ks, and with the 5K it pays off. Nam will have burst here soon, but nah. I said keep the hat on, Nam. May, you gotta keep your hat on. Scissors putting us on a set point with that Rin. A good air JK to get things started. Nam gonna burst you back though. Catching with that 2D, converting off this counter hit with a great wall break, man. The 6Ks are misinput dolphin hops probably. Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to Tosu. She's got some May tech. Oh, wow. That happened too quick. I couldn't even see what happened. Nam with the fuzzy jump, able to hit Scissors mid-fusion cancel. Counter hit with the 2S, trying to red OC to bait out that burst. Scissors does find a chance for it to connect. Nam cornering ourselves here. Getting your YRC back. Clipping your toes. Keeping you jailed down here. Finding that 5P mash to get out the H Dolphin. Try to catch Scissors pressing, but a good reaction to P there from this Anji. Nice job calling out the volleyball again, this time having the air throw. You gotta get through this burst. Good tech there on that dead frame kill rather 2H. And in a very close game, Scissors trying to claw it back there was whittling down this May. Nam keeping it cool at the very end, comes out on top, gets a game on the board. I would know because I do it too. Yeah, every character, especially when you play them, it's a little bit easier to see. Sometimes can go like you think you see them like, oh, why is this guy 6Ping full screen, and it thrusts or like Faust is like, I'm trying to item toss, bro. I'm just trying to item toss right now. Or if you try to, isn't it like when Soul like trying to go for revolver, but then he just wild throws mid screen and you're like, what? Wow, great throw on that spin. Blocks out the parry. But is able to stay plus here. Didn't get that full JH conversion. Win for the full charge. 6H there. Feeling good about this round. Gonna burst. Honestly, I don't hate that. You got 50, and you do got Scissors in the corner who doesn't have burst any longer. This one won't be enough to kill, so you're gonna need at least one more reset. Gonna start it off with the throw. The next hit can kill. Spins to the Dolphin. I love the way Scissors reacts to like the air tech of the Dolphin out of spin with the air throw. It catches me off guard every time, and now we're on set point. Scissors, you're a god. Answer. That's the second time they've done it this set. It's the second time. Ah, nice PRC low here, catching you off guard. Good player mix. Now I'm getting that burst in time. Sitting you down with that Dolphin. Scissors, not afraid to spend this meter. Gonna do it on the delay PRC after Fujin. About to get another 50, by the way. The 5D from full screen. That's the May 5D tax. You got to look out for that. Look at this damage. Scissors still in a great spot here on set point. Gets this jump in. Spinning around these Dolphins. Nom. Unfortunately getting whiff punished there on the other side. That Dolphin missing. Scissors ready with the full conversion. You got the burst, but you were on the wall. This Anji going to be moving on this winner side. Here we go. Explosive start already. Kaneda coming in on this Oguri cap. CloverDragon playing the Millia. Wow. Backdashing and wake up to avoid that throw attempt. Kaneda spending the burst, but Clover getting back on top of you regardless. I like that link into 2K to ensure we get this wall break. Ooh. Clover ready with the throw here. Kaneda caught off guard. Gonna be able to get this RTL cancel. Wow, Clover able to get the burst in time. I didn't notice. JHing on each side. Close slash to finish it off. CloverDragon with a well-placed meter spend to finish off that round. Kaneda will be getting this burst back. That's the privilege, the price, the payoff, I should say, of spending it early. Is that in this situation you will have it soon. And of course you've been having the 50 for any deflect shield shenanigans you want to try to get away with. Clover just caught here in the corner getting beat up by the sin slash normals, by those stamina cancels. Feeling the pressure here. Does get a JH conversion using JD. Ah, great air-to-air from Kaneda. A well-earned finish to that round, calling out that Capel with rising JK. A well-earned finish. Talk about the rising jump normals, man. Kaneda with some very well-placed air-to-airs was still able to combo you with that close slash as well. Kaneda here been playing the Sin for as long as I can remember at this point. I've seen a couple of Kaneda games here and there on some other characters like the Bridget. I think as of recently played a little bit of Lucy as well. But tried and true on this Sin. Over here on the Millia. Needs one more good combo to finish things off. Kaneda with the full stick of butter and the 100. But yeah, the DP, not the DP, the burst OS from CloverDragon having to time that jump through our 2 hits of close slash. When Millia's jump cancel close slash and burst bait you, know that it was hard. Like, it's actually hard with the jump cancel OS. You see that it was on the first hit. All right, here we go. Rolling into game 2. Great start for both players. CloverDragon is coming out on top. I really love those air-to-airs from Kaneda. If, as your Millia opponent, you're able to keep her from dashing around with either air throws, good anti-airs, or in Kaneda's instance, air-to-airs, then you're in a great spot. It'd be kind of hard to air Millia, though. Especially when she's getting started here. Oh, I mean, speaking of, Clover does not want to get comboed off of that. Kaneda really good with those air-to-air conversions, but the delay YRC is able to corner CloverDragon here. On the counter hit, goes for the reset throw instead, and winds up a bunch of damage. Still either player's game, though. Only soft knockdown as Kaneda gets her toes caught here. Clover with the meterless Bad Moon was able to keep that hair car safe with Red RC. Artemis to just get away a bit. Kaneda catching you with that hoof stomp again, and it's going to be the meaty, the close slash to get this round. These counter hits on the meaties, man, they've been strong. Oh my god. Sweet spot Tyrant Barrel, even from that distance, still able to nat you the wall break. Bursting you back. Nice JS. That's that air-to-air button from Millia. Sees that you're in the air a little too much. Says, hey, I'm the queen of the skies, homie. I'm going to shoot you down with this JS. Finishes off the round with the Set Them Voices. Catches that whiff 6P here with 2K. Mixing you up on the other side with the low. Hard bait there on the DP. CloverDragon didn't even try to shimmy you or nothing. Just held down back. Walking out the reversal. Kaneda saying, hey, you ready for the second one? Nice job getting that Capel connection. At this point, it can be hard to use that burst. That being said, Kaneda whipping out just in time, but there's that nasty move when it comes to chipping you out. The hair needle. It eats your FD entirely. In fact, let's look at how much meter. Okay, Kaneda had a lot. Never mind. Depending on how much tension you have, it could just be checkmate. In this case, you were probably fine, but catching you off guard. Yeah, that hair needle, without labbing it, I'm not sure how much meter you need to actually fully FD it out, but it drains your meter. It's like, what is it, 12 hits or something crazy? An insane amount of hits. There's 3 levels to it. Be a good way to checkmate you. CloverDragon with a great start here. A lead going into this top 24 qualifier. Only needing one more game. 9 hits? Okay, excuse me. Yeah, 12 is a little egregious, huh? So 9 hits, excuse me.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
3, 6, 9. All right, here we go. Clover. Getting the low started. Kaneda ready with the burst. Already throwing you down and around. The meaties have been strong, so now saying, okay, Clover going to start blocking on that wake up. I'm going to start pulling out the throws. Millia crossing you up in the corner. I like keeping ourselves cornered, but using the frames to just get a neutral jump. JH, great anti-air there on the JD. Kaneda couldn't even abuse the fact that the momentum was taking us away from Millia there, because she's got a pretty forward-facing 6P. CloverDragon able to use that to snipe you down and put ourselves on the set point. Nice. Weaving in these Hawk Bakers. Danger here from Kaneda, threatening that meter loss. But Clover just running you down. Being annoying like a mosquito, bro. And it's paying off. This Millia gonna start building up that positive here. Gets sat down by that 6P. Kaneda with a great air throw. The burst spent. CloverDragon wants to keep this lead. Catches your toes on the backdash with that hair car. One more reset to do it. I love the neutral jump JH while you're in the corner. CloverDragon pulling that trick out again to come out on top 3-0, qualifying for top 24. Poncho on the fucking chaos, man. I did not know. All right, y'all. Qualifying for winner's side top 8. It's Poncho up against Nan. And this may be my first Happy Chaos on stream post nerfs. And it's from Poncho. I'll admit, I've known Poncho for the Zato, for the Unica. Great reaction to that 5D there from Nan. H-Sword to get the pickup here. Does spend the bursting out of the corner. But the Zato, I mean, excuse me, 14 slip there. The HC, I did not realize that's what we were playing. Of course, I mean, this character got hurt a little bit with those changes, with those reworks, and then once that bug went away, or that unintended infinite that we were calling it went away, you know, things got a little bit different for this character. Dude, Nan with some great defense there on the good player mix on the 5D low. Oh, good answer there to the H-Sword. If you're able to try to 6P through it and not have to hold the frames, can up forward after and play the RPS that way, much better than just getting caught by that H-Sword. Nan catching you with this S-Sword 5D. That's going to be almost enough. Didn't have the bonus damage from the swords in our hands. Tried to get you. Good anti-air there from Poncho. Gun flip to pick you up. Used to be a full combo, but not this patch. Early cancel into Deus Ex to ensure we get this hard knockdown here. Nan in a weird spot because she doesn't want, or probably won't get a great chance to burst. Oh my god, bet it all on the reversal. Poncho bet it on the overhead, and the Ramlethal comes out on top. Nan, great stuff. Nan just had a pretty successful time playing in the Jeek League. Shoutouts to the Team Skull and the Duggars. I won't spoil too much more. You can check out that VOD once it's posted. ! League to get all the information on where we're at with that, and ! Merch if you want to contribute to that prize pool and get yourself a little swag, man. Get yourself a shirt, get some stickers. Talk about this tournament though. Poncho going for the Deus Ex. It was a little late. So Nan, oh, I like how she went for the punish. Tried to just close the gap as fast as she could with the flip. Didn't get it here though. Does have the pressure running. Catching your up back with those cat scratches. Poncho not in the best spot. You do got the burst. You got to be careful. Nan catching your toes with that 2S. Going to be able to finish off this first game. Okay, here we go. Poncho going to be pulling out the Zato. Let's see what we got here. Maybe just trying out the HC. I don't play either of these characters, so maybe this is just a notoriously bad matchup for Zato or something, and we wanted to try a secondary. Or maybe we're just that confident. Say, hey, I can throw away one game. I don't know. I'm not speaking for nobody. Nan, no slouch though, man. Dude, I remember Nan and I, we used to play in this one bracket called Battle for the Gears. Back when I was a noob, bro. I won't speak for her, but I was a noob, dude. And we would play in this bracket. And I never beat her in bracket, I don't think. We would have some close sets, though. This was back in 2024, man. I don't know if I could even hit her now. I don't even know if I could take a round, bro. She's been grinding in this damn game. Shouts to Pup Girl FPS. That was one of her old monikers. So definitely been playing this game for a minute. Poncho out here on the Zato, the tried and true. Been playing this character through every bad patch. Stop, LOL. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The pup. Oh, the name? Yeah, one of the old names. I won't. If it's actually a bad name, I won't bring it up. I'm sorry. I say it endearingly. Oh my god. Okay, there's that S-Sword 5D. Poncho gonna burst you back. Okay, Poncho here with some BRC pressure. Gonna catch you with the low after. These auto block strings go on forever. Especially when you got a pilot like this in the back seat. Gonna catch you with the overhead. Just that little bit of eddy left to convert into this combo. Full meter back after that super spend. Nan having to hold this pressure. FD to try to avoid any chip damage. But Poncho playing a single player game out here, having Nanan in those block strings, able to clap back a game, no pun intended. Okay, I said that, but he didn't do a single clap. Okay, even things up. Nanan also swapping characters. So I said a couple characters Poncho plays. I didn't acknowledge, you know, talk about the throwbacks for Nanan. This is who I met her on the Giovanna. She's got a couple characters in her back pocket. Got a Kai that I've seen recently. The Sin. The Giovanna. This was the OG, man. Gonna get thrown here, having that opposed to follow up with. But because you go for that routing, you end up spending all your Eddie meter. Nanan going to burst anyway, so we're gonna take out Eddie either way, I suppose. Dude, what were those drunkard shades, man? Oh my god, it was like 2 whiff drunkard shades. Were those frame kills? Good block on the 5D. The YRC connects. Gonna be able to kill that Eddie and get us away from the Zato a bit. You got to give it to Poncho, though. Even when we're Eddie-less, right? Even when we're missing that resource, we still use those Zato normals very strong. Yeah, we're not going for the big bombo routes. Yeah, we're not trying to, like, kill you off of the next hit. But we're still keeping you in the corner. We're still being aggressive. Wow, I like that invite hell to actually RC confidently through the 5K. And with the 6P on Dog Dart, Poncho with some great reactionary defense. Bet it on throw. Nanan not getting the punish that we wanted. Eddie gone. But the 6P. Gonna opt to spend the red RC there just to get the corner carry. Got the Eddie coming up behind you. The It's a Lot getting completely jumped over as Nanan was able to go for this air super instead. The second hit of 2S getting the clip. The strike throw comes out. That's what the Giovanna's good for. Poncho ready for that next one with the tech. The air stall with the hover, but Nanan still delaying her 6P, or at least able to weave out another one in time to catch you on the other side. There's another one of those 6Ps, though. Poncho showing you, hey, you got to be very specific when you're playing neutral against me, because this button is just going to shut you down. Getting these throws here. Catching you with the overheads. Poncho having that 50 built. Gonna opt for the damage here, which is smart because you saw we already had the full Eddie meter, right? Can just go for the damage instead. No way, are we... Dude, yeah, BM gold bursting there. That's crazy. Poncho showing off a bit, getting a perfect. Man, we got... Dude, these top 8 qualifier matches are hype as hell. I just saw who's coming up next. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Honestly, I liked how this Giovanna was faring in this matchup. Just got to give it to Poncho, just one of the Zato goats. Looking very strong.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Counter hitting with the 2S. I like how Poncho waited for the Chave. Was it Chave in the 2H there? Point is that we delayed the burst, so we didn't get baited on the counter hit. Nanan trying to get that approaching DP there, that flip kick. Didn't get the chance to here, though. Poncho going to check your toes. Having the 50 in the pocket, able to get that full Eddie meter back. Nanan will have 50 of her own here. Can use it on a YRC potentially, but you got to use it on that Zato, not the Eddie. Doesn't even get the chance to make the decision as Poncho sitting here on set point. The whiff 5D kept safe by the frog. Poncho catching your back. In here. Getting our toes caught again. Poncho good at weaving in those lows. Pierce getting the flex shielded back, but still at an optimal distance for the 6P I oppose. Speaking of, went for the cancel of that, but now there's no Eddie. Gets it just in time. but it's going to be on the far slash connection. The counter hit from Poncho to finish off this set 3-1. Here we go, guys. Now, this is a weird matchup. First off, we got Magician Girl coming in. Gonna see what she has in store. Many-time top 8er here at the Jeekly. Up against GC Yoshi. Now, if you guys watch this game in the offline scene, especially on the West Coast, you've been seeing this Bedman cook it up many times before. I think I'm a new head. I started in Strive, but from what I understand, this was one of the exert goats as well. GC Yoshi here on this Bedman. First time in the Jeekly, so welcome. Gonna see what we have in store as we're qualifying for this top 8. Magician Girl sitting you down with the meatball. Gonna see what we have here. Nice job catching you in the air. Yoshi trying to go for maybe some tri-dash shenanigans out of the corner. Didn't get the chance to, as Magician Girl goes for that quick spell to get the splat after. You see Yoshi very active in the air here with some of these JSs and such, but Magician Girl active right back with the spells, catching your backdash and finishing off the round with the 6H. See what we got here. Bed, Asuka, Yaoi win. I wish I didn't read that out loud. Bursting you back here, Yoshi. Oh, I love the way we're fighting through these cubes, bro. Honestly, the anti-projectile game here from Yoshi was amazing in that sequence. And with this 50, try to go for the 5 DRC, but Magician Girl, great at blocking those overheads. Some more of these projectiles coming out. Those pins can be very good at getting you antsy. Yoshi trying to do so here. Good job blocking out that 2D from full screen, even while blocking the big cube. These pins coming back out. At this point, you got to be careful about the chip damage. That super, I think, deletes the projectile. Yoshi realizing that was ready to still block. And now the rounds are even. .5D connects. Didn't have the meter that time for it. Magician Girl still spending the burst to push you back. She gets her mana back. Honestly, in a great spot here. Yeah, you only have half your mana, but I think you got some good cards. Gonna have a chance to go for that staff setup. I mean, you only got a couple spells to spend, I suppose, and Magician Girl already gonna be able to get it back here, and in her shuffle, able to respond in time. Recover in time to block out that burst. Yoshi getting a hard knockdown here. Magician Girl trying to catch you with that Metron. Great fight back and forth from these players. You saw when Yoshi started to slow things down a bit with those pins and such. Definitely was able to not only just delete all those projectiles on the screen, but also was able to get like that far approach before all we needed was a couple more hits to get the round finish. But Magician Girl, whether she has mana or not, if she's on you on this Asuka, she's got one resource. That's all she needs.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, actually caught by that projectile, slow moving there. Yoshi in the recovery of that air-to-air projectile war got put down to this corner. Having some impressive showings recently if you guys been watching Paragon. And I think in TNS this month had a top 9 finish, top 16 finish. We're going to see what we get here at the Jeekly. Of course, we're trying to qualify for top 8 right now. Everyone who wins gets to go to that winner side of top 8. The meatball to sit you down. Trying to jump away. Oh, I actually was able to... Did we just jump straight up out of that one? It looks like. Magician Girl catching with this 5D, though. Honestly, I like that burst because you're good on resources. And Magician Girl doesn't have her mana until now, at least. Going to get our turn up here with that Beyblade. Malfunction to keep you down. You got the rock as well. Yoshi Having 50 here, going to try to use it on the mix after this next malfunction. Doesn't have to spend it oh my gosh, 100 tension now. Dude, we haven't had to spend any meter at all. We're just using the frames. Magician Girl not afraid to block it out, but try to get that deflect shield back. Yoshi, having dealt all that chip damage up to that point, only needed that one lick in to close it out. Trying to get around these projectiles. The 6P that sits you down. Good conversion here from Magician Girl. Going to secure herself a wall break. Going to need to get that mana back, but Yoshi in a good spot here, catching your toes. 100 meter on the side of this Magician Girl. She's actually full resources after wire seeing you back at least. Oh, the air stall JD, a great way to call out that anti-air attempt. Magician Girl able to get this super out in time, and the angle of it a little weird because of that staff. Maybe Yoshi wasn't expecting it, but was ready for that 4P there on the other side. That's going to be enough to kill. Dude, the damage started flying away off this Asuka. Again, you know, considering that the mana shield was gone. And also that malfunction error damage just does so much. I think it's what we saw here.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, wow. The staff actually altered the angles of those projectiles. Yoshi was luckily ready for it. Good jab there after blocking the meatball. Magician Girl not keeping too many frames. She is out of mana, but dude, like I was saying, man, someone who said it in chat that shieldless Asuka might be more threatening than shield full. You mean mana or you know? Honestly, man, the way Magician Girl plays it, at least when she has mana, you can kind of like, you know, Yoshi at least has been able to try to fight through these cubes for the most part. You know that she's trying to get the setup. She's trying to go for the two-step. But when she doesn't have the mana, man, I don't know. Like, she can be somewhat unpredictable in a good way when it comes to her normals and such. And they can only get you so far, man. I'm not going to pretend like Asuka's broken without mana or something. Trying to Beyblade in. Red RC spent. In that malfunction, yeah, what are you, +3 after that? Just catching you with the far slash. You kind of got to RPS a bit with that malfunction on block, even after FDing it back. And sometimes it's as simple as the far slash to catch you if you're not ready, like the 6P it or such. Oh, wow, good stuff here with that 6P. It got the staff as well, but unfortunately not going to get the full advantage of it, but does put ourselves in a good spot to get another 6P. I like how Yoshi is still fighting back here with these 2Ps, though, on the mistimed meaties. Been paying off here. Actually able to get some pins while dancing around these cubes as well. Catching your recovery. Gets a punish. A malfunction cancel as well. The JD, the ball to follow it up. Tried to hard bait that burst. Magician Girl not falling for it. She doesn't have the mana here, though. Gonna be able to get this install. The bed install. Oh, my God. Dude, the straight down pin. Of course, it homes to your opponent. That was an angle I don't think I've seen personally. How often does Bedman just shoot vertically right below him, you know? Okay. So the install about to go away here in a second, but did get a bit of chip damage added up. It's still either player's game here, especially that Magician Girl's got those cubes. GC Yoshi doing such a good job of fighting around those projectiles, but hey, it's still her turn. The minus frame, 7 frame super, using it basically as a reversal. Magician Girl closing out a very close round there. Good job using those jabs. Or I guess that was 5K. Is that jab or 5K? To fight out those cubes. Ah, the JH counter hit. Look at the damage this bed is netting right now. Kobe to sit you down. Gold burst after the rock. Yoshi doing a... Oh, tried to get a neat angled jump over that cube, but Magician Girl still finding a way to sit you down into it. And she's in a great spot right now. Great mana. Gonna sit you down with this super. Try to catch you with the meatball. Yoshi holding up, though. Was able to get away from it. You got to be careful about when you spend this burst. Asuka can be tricky and catch you with it. Not going to get a chance to even spend it on this side of the wall. Still have the player's game here. No meter on the side of Magician Girl. Does build it with that 50 bonus, that positive bonus. 5D connects. Try to go for a delayed close slash Magician Girl delaying her burst the same amount. Sat down. Yoshi going for the install full screen. No mana, but will be able to go for the 7-frame super, but is able to react with the jump over. Magician Girl having to FD those shots. Doesn't get her 7-frame super again. And the chip damage pin at the end. What insanely close games we're seeing here. Magician Girl honestly was in a great spot, and I saw what she was going for. She had 100 meters, so potentially could have went for 2 of these 7-frame supers, but had to FD out those shots, and Yoshi immediately took away any options from her despite going from 100 meter to effectively 0, right? Spent the super. Yoshi was able to react. And then after having to chip out everything from that point on, FD it out rather to avoid chip, Yoshi brought you down to 0 meter and effectively won the round off of that. Such a close situation. Could have been out of the player's game. Speaking of, Magician Girl getting this burst away from Bedman so early on. The throw bait. Magician Girl ready with the burst, saying, hey, nope, I'm not going to combo me here. Able to delete some of those pins off the screen using our own projectiles. Yoshi able to weave in that JH, though. There's that 5K. Shuffling our cards. I like how we were using the Beyblade there. Had the meter to keep it safe regardless of what happened. Unless, of course, Magician Girl got a preemptive hit back on you. And all of a sudden, not looking good for the bed. Magician having this hard knockdown here. Having the cubes. Having the mana. Able to take this round. Yoshi still as a, as a silver lining. Still has our burst in that back pocket. See if we get a chance to use it. I like how we just let the error naturally ignite to allow us to get that run forward. Yoshi very comfortable with that Bedman mechanic. Doesn't feel like he has to go for the cancels himself. Can just use it and the guarantee that it's coming as an opportunity to take space. That malfunction going to be enough to break the wall here and deal a lot of damage considering that there is no shield on this Magician Girl here. Try to catch you with the good player mix going for the low. Magician Girl even reacting to that. Keeps her toes covered. But the trade hit, I couldn't even see what it was. Did y'all see it? Set point. Caught on our recovery. Spending the burst. Early burst, but hey, I don't hate that. Saying I don't want to give Magician Girl any time to play here. And honestly, bursting her after she casts a couple spells, not a bad idea considering she has to use the mana. She's probably using spells that she likes. Was able to get it back already, though, man. Keeping yourself safe in the air, trying to air stall a bit with those errors. The error recalls. There's that forward movement using the error to cover our space here. The JH counter hit. Magician Girl maybe thought she had time to go for a 6P there, but Yoshi had already had the JH in the chamber. Magician Girl with a good air special. Did the ball just whiff entirely? Doesn't matter. Magician Girl still taking to the corner here with that 6H start. Clipping your toes a bit with these lows. The overhead now. You got to watch your head, watch your toes. What are we watching? Goes for the reversal super through the 2D, but the PRC to keep it safe. The 6H punish from Magician Girl. Didn't get the full combo that we wanted. Or the link after. Tried to get the 2K to keep the combo going, but Yoshi with another 50 goes for another reversal. Comes out on top. And June 26th for the Arxis thing. Okay. Here we go, guys. It's the first match of winner's side, top 8. Poncho versus RedIAmNot. Poncho starting off on this Zato 1. Keeping it down here in the corner. Red with a well-placed 2P. Going to be getting out of here now. Poncho and Red, both previous winners of the Jeekly. And I'm going to keep it a buck. RedIAmNot, at this point, a longtime veteran with... Damn, Red. What is it? Red probably got like 20 wins now at this point. Out of 100 Jeeklys, you've won 20% of them or something, I think. I'll have to look up the stats. Yo, Avarice, if you hear me on this, Avarice, yo, DM me. I'll pay you, Avarice. I need some data analysis if you didn't mind. I'll pay you. Okay, nice 5D. And the 2K, the fight out of that Eddie pressure. Bet it all on throw, though. Poncho using that PRC. Didn't get the full combo after. But going to catch you with this overhead to close out the round. Red will be getting their burst here. I might try to join Jeekly next week. I was too tired today. If anything special is happening for Wonder, I'm excited. Rats, I'll be honest. Like, it's going to be hype. I would say, like, it's not going to be anything crazy. Like, we're not going to change the format. I'll probably up the prize pool and, you know, hopefully we'll be hype about it. And we'll have, you know, of course, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice celebration. But, you know, I don't know if it's going to be like, oh my God, hold on. Red right now just beating ass getting this perfect here. Poncho not even getting a chance to play as this Goldlewis just has you locked in the corner with those guard crush frames. Going to be able to get this 5D wall splat after, though. No Eddie in your back pocket, but you do got this Zato aura. Positive bonus cranking up. Now you got a full stick of butter and this Edward here. You got them just blocks on the side of Red, though, so we're heads up on this defense. Converting off of that throw with the super. That's that Eddie privilege. Poncho trying to close out this first game with the low. Red does have the chance to burst. It connects here. Goes for the security. Poncho going for the early super. Oh my God. You'll see it on the replay. Oh my God. Poncho going for the super immediately there. That probably tried to call out RedIAmNot going for a burn it down, which would have been very strong there with 2 security. But Red also respecting that, just goes for the drone, is able to recover in time, but the super deleting that projectile entirely. Oh my God, the 2S getting clipped by that invite. Hell, what an active special move. Poncho converting off of it after 2. What a crazy finish to that game.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
You guys like what you see? Please make sure you claim those Matcherino codes. I see Void on top of it with those commands. I appreciate her. Big shouts to the mods. And if you're in the redemption bracket right now, good luck. But yeah, please claim those codes, y'all. It's free to do. Adds money to the prize pool for free. For free. I cannot stress that enough. No catch. Goes directly to the players. $53 already in that prize pool. Can get some more added. RedIAmNot surely would love to see some of that. Always up here in this top 3 on the Goldlewis, but you got to get through Poncho today. Previous winner, many-time top 8er. Blocking out these BTs, but getting counter hit confirmed on this 2D. Look at the damage off of a single 2D. Of course, you had the full churn super after the pad the stats a little bit. Poncho will possibly be getting their burst here. Oh my God. Dude, there's been so many perfects on each side for these players. Poncho closing out that first game with, I think, 2 perfects. RedIAmNot doing it right back to you. Wolf King 448, thank you for the follow, homie. Appreciate you. You're here just in time. We just started winner side top 8, and as you can see, we already got a close match to start.
Duel 1.
Duel 1. Let's rock. Now, Poncho did do the optimal thing against RedIAmNot, which is take P1, which means that Red could not play that birthday train. I actually, you know what's funny? I'm actually realizing when I announced who was up first, Poncho was in the room immediately, and I wonder if that was the strat. So you are not getting this birthday train, motherfucker. If you know, you know. Okay. Gonna be able to deal, damn, a lot of damage here, trying to finish it off. It's gonna be that jab. Just a quick button, the 5 frame, the perfect. The 9 birthday train from Red. Like the 9 Jack crawl. Wait, Scary, that's crazy that you're saying that. Does Jack always play crawl? I'm just now realizing. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh, good backdash on the BT. Poncho. You know, high risk but high reward defense against that Goldlewis, man. And if you're not taking chances like that, if you haven't labbed out those responses against a player like Red, then, man, you're just not going to have a chance. I'm going to be honest. So Poncho's showing you like, hey, if there's gonna be anyone taking out the goat out here, could be the Zato one. Got you in the corner. Ah, well spaced. Able to be completely out of that BT. Didn't need the shimmy or anything. Bennett 50 here on. Oh! Okay. I don't know the frame data there. Maybe we were still plus even on whiff. Red respecting it. Oh, I love the oppose actually completely negating that minigun there for a moment. But bet it all on throw. Red could run away with this with 100 meter. The throw to start. Poncho does have this burst, but opted for deflect shield. Red with the 50, canceling another 50 and the super. What great timing on the throw there. Poncho spending half of that burst meter. Poncho just gold burst. I was thinking that, right? Like maybe, I don't know, but it is greedy, right? Because if you still die, if you burst there and still die, then you're in a much worse situation, right? Okay, converting off this overhead. Oh, what? Oh my, oh. What the hell was that? We just maybe fixed the super with the PRC, or maybe that was a setup from Poncho. Active 2K coming out for the invite hell, catching ya. Gonna be Poncho getting game 3 here. What is this? What is scissors in parentheses? Is that a meme? Is that a copy pasta? I'm watching 2 Z tiers. Oh my god. Is that a copy scissors in parentheses? Is that a copy pasta or something? Talk about these players. We got Poncho and Red. Oh, the far slash counter hit. Nice job. Catching that Eddie approach. The 2P mash here from Red challenging this Eddie. This Zato, I should say. I think of them as the same person. BT connects. You got 100 in your back pocket. Doesn't even need to spend it, bro. At that point, Poncho probably thinking, okay, I'm looking at the meter. I'm looking at this big-ass coffin swinging on me. I like the spacing here from Poncho. I've seen some opportune times where we're just out of the range of the BTs, out of the 2Ss like you just saw. And you got to do that, right? Like, not only you have to do that for your character, but you have to do it for Eddie also to try to keep him alive. Ooh, this was a cool route here. Poncho just sitting you down in the corner. Ah, but the gap. Red going for the 1 churn. Just block into the throw here from Poncho. I like to always love seeing those air throws as a hard call out against your opponents. Poncho putting ourselves onto that set point. Red here being preemptive against this Eddie here with the far slash, able to kill it out and then get this JD connection. Poncho does have this burst. If we need to represent that on defense, the opposed to try to play around this drone a bit. Scooped around the early cancel and the super. Oh my god, it killed. Oh my god. Poncho probably holding on to that burst, waiting just an extra moment. Red with the early super cancel just fucking killed you. Hold on. I mean, it was kind of fast there. Oh my god. Red with a really good super cancel there. Poncho gonna put that burst into our 401k, bro. We're gonna save that one. We're going to see how that does. We're going to see what dividends we get later in this game 5. Either player set. Catching here with this close slash, having to burst it back, but half the damage already dealt. Ah, jumping into the active minigun. RedIAmNot doesn't get just blocked back here at that IBFD. Linking into that 2K, bro. That boot is a little too big, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, that boot is a little too big. A lot of damage here. One more hit to take it. You got to worry about that chip at this point as well. Good backdash there on these BTs. Red able to challenge that Eddie. Ah! Wasn't ready for the throw. Ah, another throw right here. Jodo in the chat saying Red won. This is the set. Okay. I was gonna be like, let's see, Jodo. I mean, I don't know. We'll still see. Red with a really good jump JK there to close it out. Okay, getting these throws here. Another throw to follow. Poncho realizing these throws, like Red a little too good on defense in terms of blocking. So Poncho giving you some warm hugs here. Ah, good invite hell to challenge the drone and that forward approach here from RedIAmNot. The 5D getting blocked, man. Dude, if you ever have trouble with these characters 5D'ing you, man, just watch a Jeekly top 8, bro. These top players never get hit by this shit, bro. All right, hey. Maybe Jodo called it a little too soon. We're going to the last round here at game 5, and with a counter hit to start, Poncho looking good. Gonna catch you with that JD Red. Having the burst in our back pocket, will we get the chance to spend it? Poncho going for a reset here with that Eddie recall. Building up 50, gets another command grab. Full Eddie back, the fast RC. Red spends the burst. Gonna use some of the security here on the drone, trying to check that opposed. Started with the minigun, didn't get the chance to though. Poncho catching the 5D, has the meter to spend, and that's going to be Poncho moving to winners finals in a very close set. 3-2. And here we go. I see the circle, y'all. GC Yoshi coming in here with a JH counter hit to start. If we want to make it through this winner side, we're going to have to get through Scissors out here. King of Twitter on... King of Anji on Twitter, I should say. Over these malfunctions here. Gonna use those frames after. I like the far slash as a poke. Like, what are you gonna do about it? Oh my god. But hey, we were watching Scissors earlier fight it out against Nom in a previous win to make it up to this winner side of top 8. Scissors with the air throws was going crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe we'll be seeing a lot more of those here if Yoshi gives you a chance to, that is. Gonna super cancel here. Another pin to close out this first round. Ah, yeah, very quick recovery there on that 6P. Able to show you that we're honest with those anti-airs, but still get the catch that we want. Scissors going to get you in the corner here. Running the show for the first time so far in this set. The Ren getting blocked out. This 2H giving you the frames after. Yoshi with some great respect here on defense. Not getting too antsy, pressing any of those 2Ps or anything. Nice 6P counter hit, pulling up here with these 2P checks. Error cancel to put you down to the corner. Trying to catch you with some of these lows as well. Trying to see if Scissors ain't watching those toes. I know we got those big sandals. Trying to shimmy out a reversal attempt or a throw attempt. Scissors actually just going to be able to get a get our butt thrown here. Yoshi with the wind back. JS. Hey, this may be enough to kill here with that error cancel. Oh, fully charging the malfunction, but still wasn't enough to kill. Just a little bit of chip could do it. Ko catching on the other side. Yoshi spending the burst saying, no, I don't want any chance of you winning this one. But whiffing that Beyblade. Ah, Scissors. A little too antsy with those air throws there. I give Scissors one compliment on the air throws. And look at that. Tries to hard call you out. Yoshi staying grounded. Able to get the punish. I give Scissors one compliment on that air throw. Look at this. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. This is some clown neutral. No, this is some active ass neutral. Clown. I wouldn't say clown neutral. Clown neutral. You got to see that Faust Axel game we had. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. Wait, clown neutral. Actually, dude, I mean, the match before this was Bedman Asuka. That was some clown neutral. That was some crazy APM. I don't mean that derogatory. If you do, then fuck you. I mean, it's just crazy to watch. Scissors with a parry here. Going to get a hard knockdown. The flex shield putting you down. Catching you with this Nagi Hello, linking in that 2K. You got the Lila showing up saying, get the hell off him, please. Leave him alone. Connected the 5D, but didn't have the meter anymore. Yoshi going to be able to get with this Beyblade RC. Good FDs to keep you away. Scissors does not want to handle any of this pressure, but the JD cancel. Nice job here. Does Scissors burst? If we even get a chance to. Doesn't get a chance to here. Ah, there's the air throw. Scissors saying, Jeek, watch this. I feel like a clown could fuck me up in neutral, not gonna lie. I would let a clown fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? This 50-year-old Bedman still fakes their mix the old way. Let's go. Doesn't Yoshi somehow, I'm sorry that I don't know this. Doesn't Yoshi work in some degree on 2XKO? Wasn't he like a playtester or something? And if he's more than that, I apologize. I think, didn't he work on 2XKO in some degree? Shouts to the Say Jam Slam going on right now. But we're playing Guilty Gear Strive, the world's best fighting game. Going for this fan super cancel. He did gameplay analysis for Thresh. Okay, well, there you go. So like a playtester, but super. Like super playtester. Like playtester in parentheses official. Oh my god, Scissors saying I'm not playing this. You know, we're talking about clown neutral. I'm not dealing with these pins any longer, bro. I'm just gonna get this throw up here. Yoshi having 100 though, catching with the JS. Okay, Scissors definitely could burst here. Yoshi trying to fish for it with some of these error cancels, but is gonna be able to take you out. Scissors saying, no, I'm gonna hedge my bets here. These games been going either way. You heard G? Yeah, you heard me. You heard me, Angel. You heard me. Getting our frames here with these two H's. Saying, Bedman, let me hit your posts here. Oh! I like the early cancel there. That was a cool route. JH, but doesn't wait for the landing. Canceled into the Beyblade in the air. I wonder what benefits you get from that. Bedman's a weird character, bro. Wish I got to see more of it. Ah, okay. Hey, that was actually heads up play there from Yoshi. The flex shield blocked the first projectile, still had to respect the second piece of it, but at that point, Scissors was spaced enough to where Yoshi was able to mash 2P safely. So that was actually some cool defense. It looked like a, quote, wasted the flex shield, but Yoshi ahead of the play. Oh, wow. Great momentum there from Scissors, using that PRC to get over the anti-air attempt from Yoshi. Going to be clipped low here. Has the burst to stay safe, and now the pins come out. 100 meter on the side of Scissors. If we get out of this hit stun, you could see a parry in the near future, potentially. Starting to start with that YRC. Oh, the JK connects. The BRC was going to get us the combo netted. Scissors ready with the burst. BRC mixing up that momentum. The Rin getting fuzzy jumped, and Yoshi with the 2P mash. What a close game two. Wow, these are some sets, bro.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
All right, here we go. Rolling into our game 3. Going to see what we have for this set. Some 5P jabs here. Getting some fusion cancels. The connections are working. Scissors with the... Oh, great defense. 6P through the first projectile was able to nullify it. And then following up with that spin parry after. Close enough to the wall to send Yoshi through. And already back to 100 meter. There's going to be a hard round to climb back from, and Yoshi with an early burst spend isn't going to see the reward of that. Scissors in an amazing spot with this round advantage, burst advantage, the 9 yards. Okay. FD to try to keep back this bed. You got to do that, or else these error codes are going to run your pockets. But that means you don't have the meter to follow up with. You know Scissors likes going for those parries. You see the YRC being represented. Yoshi going to hold this meter here. Speaking of parry, Scissors building up to 50 just in time for that super. 100 on the side of this bed. Oh my god, talk about clown neutral. Who said that, by the way? Yoshi, gonna be able to go for this 2P red RC. Goes for an install. That's gonna be enough to break the wall and win this round. Bring us to set point. Bed versus Faust might be true clown neutral. Shout out to the Clash Reunion number 2. Ooh, good conversion there. Oh, tried to major burst. Yoshi not falling for that one. Yoshi unk status. He's been burst baited before. He's not falling for that shit. Oh, okay. That was a really cool setup from Scissors. Code to the other side while the bird kept you jailed down. So yeah, it wasn't like a combo or anything, but it did put you in the corner. But Yoshi clapping right back. Not going to let Scissors show off any further. Does have burst, does have 100, but no HP to mess around with. You got to be perfect from this point on, and this is a great start. Scissors getting these first counter hits, using the frames from the bird to keep the pressure up. Yoshi keeping you down with these error cancels, and a simple JP to finish off the set. Great stuff from the bed. Moving on to winners finals. Duel 1, let's rock, guys. There's going to be Kriby up against CloverDragon. You're going to have the king, the Leo Whitefang here, trying to get into that back turn stance and play a very strong, grounded game. CloverDragon going to get these knockdowns and try to mix you up with that H-disc while routing around the potential of that flash kick from Kriby. So you got to be careful here. Now, Kriby, of course, having some other great tools. We're going to use that HDP red RC. Get a little tricky here afterwards. Catching with that back turn low. Trying to bait out a potential burst with that back turn K connection. Didn't get it here. Clover. Very patient. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a weird interaction there. That 6P netting you the anti-air, letting you go into the back turn, and putting your opponent into the corner. Yeah, the king's interaction. That was a Leo-ass play if I've ever seen one, bro. Catching your backdash here with that 2S. Oh my god, you saw Kriby react with the air throw. Unfortunately, did not connect for him. Clover here going to get ourselves this knockdown. You're going to see how many of these knockdowns we're able to get off while also still respecting that flash kick. Kriby hasn't sent it yet. Ah, it is caught by that Capel, though. Got to be careful booming against this Millia, especially when she has such good air movement. There's the flash kick, though. I don't care what side you're on, homie. I'm just sending the flash. It pays off here. Clover going to be sent through. It does have 100 meter and burst to play with, though. Good 6Ps to approach around those JHs from Kriby. The counter hit comes out. Could burst? I don't think you would, though. Yeah, Clover going to be able to, with a really cool air route, finish off this round. Okay, guys, the pre-rolls are off, and the ad doesn't start for another 50 minutes, so we're going to be good for a while when it comes to ads. Probably be able to get all the way up to winners. Back at the winners finals. Kriby here. Trying to take us there. Clover fighting back. I like that air stall to get around the 6P. Kriby with these anti-airs, but CloverDragon already calling them out with this mixed up air movement. Nice job. I love how we're using the Capels to get around this grounded neutral from Kriby. That was the 5H guard point, but CloverDragon with just these Capels. To be fair, it is just 90% Capel, right? Like, it is CloverDragon doing a great job stalling our air movement to get around this Leo Whitefang, but it is Capel, right? I won't sugarcoat it. 5H connecting. The burst pushing you back after that counter hit either player's game. Clover goes for another knockdown here. Oh, tricky stuff. Able to catch you with the cross-up Capel. We'll have to see it back on the replay. It looked like we went for the turbo fall, which can be beaten by throw, but then went for the next layer with the Capel to potentially beat it. Watch this. Is that exactly what happened? Did Kriby try to throw here? No, it looks like maybe just connected. But if Kriby tried to call out that turbo fall with throw, the Capel would have beaten it. So crazy play there from Clover.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
That was a cool play. Oh, wait, wrong score. Of course, CloverDragon got that last game. I was able to steal the cross up there. To be fair, Kriby hasn't really been forcing that one. You can play against some Leo sometimes, and they love going for the cross up, and it's not too bad to react and get the throw. Kriby doing a good job of just getting to back turn the old-fashioned way through counter hits and RC. Ooh, the RC slowdown, getting that 6-speed connection, counter hitting with back turn H. Didn't get the boot scoot route that we expected, but is still going to be able to close out this round. Kriby with a, well, I was going to say a burst advantage, but mind you, both players have it. Oh, try to get another air throw potentially, but it was a JD. Not what we wanted. Is able to flash kick out of that H disc. I was going to keep a mental counter of how often we were able to get out of those H discs. So, well, there's two back to back. Man, these freaking air throws have just not been connecting, which is unfortunate. Gonna have to go back and see what is going on there. Oh, there it is. Finally gets it. 5D connection as well. Was going to go for the burst safe route there with the JS routing. Has some pretty quick recovery. Dude, what is going on with these air throws, man? Okay. Nice HDP routing. Trying to bait out the burst there with that 2S into nothing. Clover not falling for it, I gotta say. Is catching you. Was that the same side Capel? Threatening the cross-up with turbo fall. Ah, PRC drift forward, sees the burst. Clover does not have 50 here. In fact, Kriby has the resources to play with. A lot of respect after that cross-up. Kriby does get the air throw here. OTG 2D to keep the pressure up. At this point, you got to be careful about even the chip damage, and it's the raw bad moon from Clover. No meter to back it up either. Just bet it all on the overhead. But hey, it works. Comes out on top. All right, y'all. Ah, there's the jab. Able to convert into the 2S after, too. That was a cool route. Clover, respecting how good it was ready to burst it. I like that delay 236S. Frame trapping you a bit. Able to get that back turn P counter hit as well. Kriby in a great spot. Not going to be enough to kill here. Millia, though, going to take a lot of damage. Let's see what we got. Crossing up there with that JH, the red RC after. Able to safe jump that flash kick here. A little bit of HP on the side of Clover. Kriby holding on to that burst. Is still going to have 100 here basically to try to close out this round. But the next hit could kill unless one of these players opt to spend that defensive mechanic. But Kriby mashing 5P on hit. Kriby on hit with that JH. Clover not getting the full conversion. Kriby just hoping Hey, man, if this 5P hits, I win. Wow. What a close round there. Dancing around with the guard point. Clover getting you with that Capel again. Even in the very first round of game 1, Clover was using that special move so beautifully. Did so again right here. Kriby converting off of that JH, at least with a massive amount of corner carry, but Clover going to get you right back with this red RC routing. Septum Voice is going to secure the wall break, and Kriby holds on to that burst, but Clover moves on to set point. 6P sitting you down. There's the guard point paying off. Waited to see that Capel reacted to it. Getting a counter hit here. Clover goes for the burst, but the guard point doesn't keep you safe from low. So Clover using that very far-reaching 2K 2D. The shimmy on the throw. Kriby with 50 to spend gets a game here on the board. Now there's the Leo Millia damage I love. That's the Leo Millia damage I know and love. Look at this. Oh! World was your oyster after that one.
Duel 1.
Rolling into game 4 here. See what we got. Clover with the neutral jumps, just trying to bait out potentially a guard point attempt from Kriby. Oh my god, the frame kill pillar to then get away from the throw after. Hard committed to baiting the burst. I gotta say, Clover has not really been getting these bursts baited. Kriby been going for them quite a bit. Excuse me. But look at the damage, man. That's Millia v Leo damage. God. Does find a chance to find this flash kick timing. The JH counter hit, though, going to get the burst from Kriby's pockets. The King's got a full wallet with this 100 meters. Clover going to let you spend it, though. Bringing it down to the corner, crossing up with the JH. Gets a punish, so Kriby trying to press something on Wake Up. Didn't get the chance to. Didn't get the full combo to close it out. 236 SPRC. These air throws are finally connecting after how unfortunate they were. Are really trying to bait out a response here from Clover. Does get the burst away. The fast RC after 236S. Oh, in the overhead. The King, baby. With the back turn H. Of course, gets the guaranteed crossover with that 236S fast RC. Caught on the overhead. Kriby gets your burst and around here. All right, now we're playing Leo's game. You know, when it's more Clover, dude, 6P'ing that on the JH reset. Kriby here gonna get pushed back for the YRC. Probably went for a throw with that stancel, or at least wanted to. Clover was able to get defensive and get away from it. Look how much more oh my god, the air throws. There we go. Dude, these air throws were just like, we were kind of getting boned by these air throws earlier in the set. And now that they're connecting, Kriby has been coming out on top. I mean, how many whiffed air throws did we have in those first 3 games, right? And then some of them were like, there was like one instance where it was like he accidentally got JD. Game 5, everybody. Rolling into this one. We've had some awesome sets tonight, and this one is no different. There we go. I'm a good commentator. Rolling into our game 5. Kriby clawing it back up from the jaws of defeat here. CloverDragon closing the fist on the King with this Millia Bounty Hunter espionage. But Kriby here with all the King's horses and all the King's men. Looking good. Spending the burst, trying to boom you back. Trying to be printed with the JH, but CloverDragon spacing out the flash kick. Getting this DP punish. Goes for the reset that Kriby very good. Blocks it out. Does get caught on the low eventually. And Clover opening you up. Just a little bit of HP to finish it off. Mashing that 5K saying, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, I like the JD there. The late overhead catching Kriby off guard. Does get this flash kick connection. Try to possibly go for another air throw here, but Clover gets the counter hit and the full conversion after. Has 150 rather, but is going to save it for the mix as we use the Artemis to get the damage. Nice 6P there from Kriby. Very reactionary with these. Clover blocking that overhead, but Kriby not being able to keep that pressure. Is able to DP you off. Dude, these 2K, 6K routes. Man, I'm taking notes out here, Kriby. Kind of nuts on this Leo. Trying to bait that burst. Gets the flash kick bait on the other side. And with a burst bait to finish it off. And an amazing set. I had fun watching that one. CloverDragon stays in this bracket.
Let's see. What Jeekly are we on?
Which one we on, bro? We're on the
99.
99.
It's, no, I got it. All right, everybody, welcome into your finals losers side match of the beginning of this top 8 at the Jeekly 99. We're coming in here with Kaneda. I saw a little bit that they had a nice path through the bracket. Markiplier, though, kind of showing up on the Axle, already using that burst, trying to trade these resources. A nice little confirm from that far slash going in for that Kara. You see that Kara, Jeek?
Bro, oh my God, Kaneda. If you're going to see some hot sim play, bro, it's going to be Kaneda on the sticks. Markiplier on the other side of just making a blockbuster horror film coming in on the Axle. I don't know what's scarier. PRC trying to get in here. Nice job getting this punish in the corner.
ID back JH to kind of maintain that space there with DP in the face of Markiplier. Gonna send you right back to full screen. You're stuck in this rinse and pressure. And what exactly are you supposed to do here is send the ID JH into the confirm with that far slash into the eat. Gonna secure that first round for Kaneda, but Markiplier did get the burst back at the end of that round.
Yeah, that's one of the privileges of bursting early, man. You most likely are going to get it back. Oh, wow. Both players going for throws there. Markiplier on the ground, Kaneda in the air. It pays off here for this ever-growing wild boy. Trying to get in with that approach here. Markiplier sitting you down with some counter hits.
But despite the changes to both these characters, both these players are using these normals to such an insane degree. The guard crush there on that Winter Man is going to make it a lot harder to get in now. Getting that pull in, trying to go for that frame trap, but it doesn't work out. We use the beak drive to get into the corner. You go into the overhead for the Kara and the clean hit heart knockdown coming in here. Your back's against the wall, but we have about 95% of that tension built up, almost a full stick of butter.
These Brentons coming out, but Kaneda getting in with that air dash, bro. Man, I wish I played a character with an air dash that good against Axel, man. Maybe I wouldn't hate this character so much. Kaneda getting game one.
It's like, I mean, I play a character that eats this character alive, and I still hate him, so.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, Kaneda there doing the most with these big air buttons. That JH, that JS, doing a great job at confirming into that Tyrant Rave. Doing a great job at showing how much that clean hit really matters for getting that corner carry, getting that wall break, and just getting those hard knockdown situations. So Markiplier has a hard time getting out of the sin pressure.
And when we were doing the zoning, we were going for a lot of Rensen no cancels, right? Like trying to see what Kaneda wants to do. But Kaneda very good at reacting to that gap in time to get the approach. Speaking of, already strong start here on the round. The empty hop low, bro. We're playing an anime fighter. Markiplier bursting you back.
But it's just a part of that back and forth, trying to establish that high-low, trying to go for a button to counteract that JH approach that we've been seeing all game. Gonna go for the left-right here, going to take a little bit of risk, have the meter to cover ourselves, misses the bomber, doesn't get the damage off of that combo. We got our RC after that frame trap. You're so minus there. You're stuck in this absolute vortex that Axel's able to just commit to from this far in the screen.
Oh, man. Tyrant Barrel again. Like the 5th time we've seen it in this set so far. Kaneda always ready with that burst button, but a little too plus there on the throw, I believe. Markiplier getting rewarded with the back throw. Spends the 50 here on the red RC, and Kaneda says, hey, you know what? Like, you know, maybe a shameful way to end that round, but I at least won't give you my burst. We're going to have to finish it up here. Markiplier with a good start.
I mean, Kaneda just trying to keep these resources in a situation like that. It's best to kind of just go to the next round, get a reset, get a counter hit 6P, get a meaty close slash, catching that backdash, trying to get that eat to secure the stamina, secure that enhanced regen time now. Actually, really big part of Sin's kit again. trying to go in for that GAH Markiplier. All they can really do is just sit back and take these plus frames, use that FD to try to get us out. The fuzzy jump gonna allow us to get a reset on that situation, but Kaneda isn't gonna take it for granted, goes for the cool combo. Both these players sitting on burst going into this next round.
Markiplier showing you those fuzzy jumps in the corner. You called it out, Ukio, but Kaneda doing a good job of jailing you down with some of those rising JKs and such. We do have a good start here. A good jab. I'm always surprised at how much that combo's in. You get the meaty Rensen after as well. Kaneda patient. Oh, but speaking of, the 2H counter hit connects. Kaneda ready with a burst.
And you gotta give it up there, especially in a kind of situation like this. Are we gonna wait and try to save it for whenever Kaneda has no stamina, able to only use 1 stamina to get that wall break here, using that positive bonus. Nice counter hit far slash. Markiplier gonna give up that burst, knowing what can come from it. 100 tension. All we need is 1 hit here. Enhanced RTL can maybe kill. The 5H doesn't confirm. We're gonna be able to go for more pressure. The strike throw situation's a little deadly, but the JH is so active it's gonna clip us.
Yo, Markiplier with some amazing defense there in the corner, and then with that JH, this be the cherry on the top. Kaneda with no meter here does have the stamina, gets scooped in, finds our chance to lick you with the boot. Kaneda gonna get the eat, get the tyrant barrel. Markiplier low in HP with the hard knockdown, but 100 meter the spend. Oh, but the shimmy. Kaneda close slashing you from mid screen, bro. That's a long close slash from this Sin. Kaneda getting game 2.
Oh yeah, you gotta love the way that Kaneda's just absolutely representing these throws, these shimmies, these meaties, especially with how we're delaying these meaties to try to RPS around those back dashes, those fuzzy jumps to try and catch Markiplier out of the air and kind of just tell him to sit down on the ground. Great stuff from Kaneda, but we have seen a lot from Markiplier. You know, you mentioned a little bit earlier, just making the most of these combos, getting those meaty rinse-ins, forcing Kaneda to kind of deal with this long-range axle pressure that got even better this patch.
See what Markiplier here has in store. First time top 8er at the Jeekly, by the way. We're going to see what kind of run going to be in the back pocket of this Axel low. We've had a couple strong ones before. Markiplier joining the roster here. Getting scooped into the corner here. Kaneda going to have to block out that meaty Winter Madness. Going to spend the burst to push it back here. Doesn't get the chance to anti-air, but has the burst in the back pocket.
I mean, trading burst on both sides. Kaneda kind of at the fuck. Kind of at the losing.
I know, bro. It's Axel low, but it's going so quick, bro. I cannot keep up myself.
Markiplier here going in for the kind of harassing long range.
Uke with the fuck. I know, bro. I know.
Whistling Wind gonna be able to secure us this little bit of momentum in this round, but Kaneda with the stamina in deck, with the 50 burst, got a little bit of a deflection if we want, but the 5K gonna secure Markiplier this round.
Bro. See what we got here. Mark scooping you back, air blocking the hoof stomp. You see the FDs come out, trying to keep that Sin back, and it paid off immediately with the 2K, catching Kaneda's approach there. A little patient here, waiting to see what we want to commit to. Does have that elk hunt to cheat for, but Mark's still keeping you back. Having 50 now too, so you got to be careful if you get clipped here. Could have a 1 vision in the near future. Could have a red RC. Could have an air throw to keep you down.
Those nice reactions there from Markiplier, just being able to capitalize on the situation. And speaking of capitalizing, do we get the clean hit? We get the wall break. The recognition from Kaneda to get that counter hit. Such a great job at using these IDJHs to really get in Markiplier's face, but the YRC gonna come out, gonna give us a reset in the situation, goes in for the 2K2D, no tension on our side. We got that meter penalty from the YRC, staring each other down at full screen, trying to use that beak driver, doesn't exactly work for us, goes for the low, gets that rainwater to secure a little bit of plus frames, but the JS into the Kara, DP gonna force the burst out for Markiplier. We want this game now.
Having the FD out every special move. Oh my god. The JH being kept safe by the PRC. Oh my god, Markiplier. Keeping that JH safe with PRC just to hit you with another one. Getting our first game here on the board, but well deserved here. Markiplier getting better and better in each of those games, and this time getting a 2-round win.
Man, that was a really smart decision there from Markiplier to try and stall that air momentum, try to bait out some type of counter press off of that JH, because a lot of the times Axels will try to do a falling button after that JH to keep that pressure, and there can be sometimes a little bit of a gap there. So great call out by Markiplier to stay in this game, and we're trying to march towards that reverse sweep.
Man, if any character can do it, it'll be someone like Axel, right? Like, yeah, you're getting used to their zoning, but now you're withering them down. You're taking away their stamina. Couple of throws here in the corner from both players. Markiplier trying to get another JH. Kaneda saying, hold on, sit down. Ready with the DP.
I mean, in a matchup like this, I can kind of understand why Kaneda is being a little less liberal with the DPs. You're just going to be returning to neutral in that situation because of the changes that we've seen. A lot of these changes are really mattering in matchups like this, but Kaneda not really phasing, getting a nice little guard frame trap with that follow-up to the hoof stomp. Low coming out here. What a fuzzy jump and the burst bait. Gonna be able to send you right back to full screen for this rinse and pressure. Kaneda gotta commit to something here. Gonna have to try and do something, but the Axel Bomber gonna be able to send us the next round.
Great confirm there from Markiplier. I also like the recognition that when we had our back to the wall, we took the opportunity to run to the mid screen closer to our opponent, but away from that Grand Blue zone so we can keep playing the game. Actually, speaking of, gonna back throw you down here. Didn't get the close launch after Kaneda with some good FDs, but Markiplier still finding these licks.
Did you just call neutral the Grand Blue zone?
No, when he's in the when he was in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. People know that, right? That's a thing. That's a thing. Trust.
That's
Anyways.
lit. That's lit. I mean, it is now. We're gonna be able to maintain these plus frames, but we use all of our stamina to do it. Kaneda back in the corner of the IDJS, gonna allow us to get a tap dust combo, gonna allow us to secure that stamina, but no, Markiplier not having any of it. 100 tension in the bank, gonna try and get one, gonna get the fast RC on that tap dust. Kaneda using that burst right back. Both these players trading these conversions in the 2P. Gonna come out from Markiplier. We're on a game 5, Jeek. We're on a game 5.
Bro, we've been in a lot of game 5s tonight. And it's been some fun sets, man. I think we have one on winner side. We just had one. In case you missed it, YouTube. We'll have this VOD uploaded. If you're watching now on the YouTube, like and subscribe and tell me your favorite Guilty Gear character. Would love to hear it.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Guilty Gear character, Ukio?
It's Jam. I love Jam.
There you go.
I love Jam. Yep. Jam and then Slayer. Those are my favorite two. Or Appa. Yeah, I got a lot of favorite characters.
Well, Kaneda, I think, loves this sin. Been seeing him on it for a minute. Nice air throw there from Markiplier, keeping you down.
I mean, but these IEDs so strong, gonna get that backdash. Calling out that throw. You gotta give the burst up if you're Markiplier on the precipice of this reverse sweep. Just 2 rounds away, trying to bar Kaneda out. We already got the health lead, but that's not gonna work here. The JS gonna allow us to convert, but drops the combo. It's the American reset. The reversal super here coming out from Markiplier.
Yeah, Kaneda committing to that close slash meaty. Getting in with this JH jump series, Mark. Air dashing around here, trying to check Kaneda, keeping him honest here on this defense. But there's that hoof stomp connection. I got to say, in the earlier games, those hoof stomps were hitting like magnets. On a pixel, Kaneda with the hard knockdown in the 50. The 5D is the mix. We're going to set point.
I mean, trying just to absolutely force Markiplier to guess on a character that's been more so layering that mental stack with these meaties, with these delayed meaties, with these throws, but Markiplier having absolutely none of it, slowly building back that burst, trying to get an advantage, trying to snipe out those preemptive neutral buttons with that IAD back. We're going to jump in with the JH, forcing Kaneda to spin that burst. Really does not want to give Markiplier a chance to get in. This PRC going to allow us to secure another breath at life. Whistling Wind going to secure off this neutral. Markiplier doing such a great job at just absolutely presenting a wall of preemptive buttons for Kaneda to deal with.
Okay, right now we're playing for burst, and we're playing to take away Mark's burst. There you go. Of course, now the next goal is to get our burst, if not win the damn round. Kaneda trying to get in here after spending that PRC. Speaking of, Mark with a good anti-air. OTGs with the 2H and the Rents and the follow-up, getting the chip damage. Going to the last round here. A heater of a set as Mark gets the counter hit to start.
I mean, all we are is 1 round away from securing that reverse sweep. Kaneda jumping out to that 2-0 and jumping out to a round lead in this very game, but not able to secure it so far. Markiplier being a little bit more preemptive with these buttons, going a little bit haphazardly, trying to get Kaneda to commit to these IADs to absolutely stipe him out of the air, but Kaneda going to be able to push our advantage, keep these plus frames. This FD isn't going to keep you out of this throw.
Oh my gosh. The prize pool got huge, by the way, guys. Big shouts to HedCheff saying come to SQXL on October 3rd, October 4th. And John Thompson saying hell yeah. Thank y'all so much. Both these players trying to get into that prize pool right now. The flex shield to push you back. 2H trying to connect. Mark doesn't get the anti-air. Kaneda gets our way in. The 5D connects into the Alt F4. Kaneda says, I'm getting some cookout with this money, homie. Thank you. Moves on. 3-2.
That's like a sloppy burger, man. Oh my god. Mm.
We're about to get sloppy up here, bro. You got this match?
Yeah, I got it. All right. Coming in here, we have... What? Sorry.
I got you off guard in the pre-match, bro.
Yeah, I caught me off guard. Anyways, coming in here to your next losers quarterfinal match, we have CloverDragon coming in here on that. What? It's losers quarterfinals. I thought they were just. Oh no, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. We just watched losers round 1. Now we're in the losers quarterfinals. Clover had that very close set against Kriby earlier, 3-2 against the Leo. But now you got to get through scissors. Many time top 4 up here in the Jeekly. Very consistent, getting those top ranks. Always winning that backpack brawl. But right now, getting that burst away from Clover. PRC, they're trying to drift forward a bit here. Spin PRC to mix up our momentum. Scissors trying to play some neutral, but Clover catching with the JH has to spend the burst.
Sorry guys, I'm new here. Going in for that JH, trying to get that far slash coming in. CloverDragon gonna show us that signature combo routing that won them that really close set versus Kriby. Going into this next round here, both these players not without burst, but Scissors a little bit closer to that deflect shield or that, you know, that counter assault, the useless one, the useless mechanic.
Yeah,
going in for that 2K.
The one that shall not be named.
Counter blitz. That's what it's called.
There you go. Y'all finish your blazing pass, by the way. See what we got. Artemis to keep yourself safe. Oh my god, dude. The complete end of that fan slapping Millia Rage up in the noggin right now. Clover taking that one on the chin. Still looking good here with that Mirage throw afterwards. The YRC to push you back. Trying to slap back our own far slash here. Spends the burst. Scissors has one more chance to try to get out of here. Clover getting 6 speed down.
I mean, but Scissors doing such a great job at trying to stop CloverDragon from getting into the air, because when they do, this happens. CloverDragon going to be able to secure that first game of this set, absolutely picking up some of that momentum from the set they played previously. Man, I'm getting thrown through a loop here. Yeah, I'm still warming up.
Yeah, so almost like you came in the middle of top 8 and you had no time to warm up.
That didn't happen. What are you talking about?
If you guys are actually watching the VOD beginning to end, okay, don't cheat. Do you actually watch the VOD beginning to end? Because if so, you're awesome. Leave a comment. I want to see you. I want you to be seen. And you know, feel free to point out how cold I was in the first couple matches relative to now. You know, like you definitely need that time to warm up. Is what it is.
Whenever you're typing out that paragraph, make sure to leave your favorite character.
Yeah,
we gotta know.
Leave your favorite character and subscribe. Subscribe first, actually. Make sure you do that.
Don't go back to edit that comment now.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Clover playing Guilty Gear Strive, believe it or not. Trying to get around these spins. Scissors. Oh my god, dude. Scissors with some very confident air throws. Went for that attempt right there. Didn't get it. Now we're going to be in the corner here as Clover trying to shimmy you out a bit, trying to see if you want to spend that meter here on defense. Doesn't, though. Oh, okay. It still gives our meaty close slash. Gets a little bit of a reset. Still not enough to kill.
But 100 tension on the side of Scissors. Going to be able to make so much of it happen. That 2P coming out from Anji. What a strong 2P that is. But CloverDragon going to be able to secure this round here. Scissors not spending the burst and allowing herself to kind of have a reset. Have a chance to get back in this. The 2P going to come out. Going to allow us to get an enhanced Fujin on our way in. Going to get that low to reset some pressure. Goes in for the shimmy. Get hit by the overhead. The 2H to loop this pressure to gain these plus frames. To go in for another Fujin. We're just going to keep building this risk. Slowly but surely the punish coming out here. And now we're just seeing that red bar go up once again.
Whoa. Okay. Ran not enough to kill there. Clover still having a bit of HP to their name. If we can get Scissors to spend this burst, that's what we're aiming for. Scissors knows that, by the way, so most likely won't. In fact, doesn't even need to. Ren to sit you down. Great stuff. Evening up the rounds.
I mean, this high-low can do so much for Anji, especially backed up by just a little bit of tension, and we're seeing it really matter here. CloverDragon on the precipice of being able to go up 2-0 in this set, but Scissors trying to even it up. The Capels coming out here, trying to stop any of these anti-air attempts and letting us keep our pressure. The backdash, the preemptive 6P, the close slash counter hit. Who said close slash anti-airs were gone?
I mean, dude, they're always there when I'm getting anti-aired, but when I'm trying to anti-air someone else, anyways, Clover crossing you up here with that H-disc. YRC to actually corner you. What a great time to use that mechanic. Clover still checking your feet with the 2P, though. Trying to get out of this corner, but there's the air throw. Scissors been throwing people in the air all night tonight. Getting crossed up, though. Clover going to go for this ladder combo, having 50 here for the follow-up after taking it down to the corner of the screen. Actually, it has 100. Uses PRC to cancel the winger. No way that's going to kill because the scaling.
Scaling plus Anji guts plus 50 tension on the side of Scissors. Going to try and go for an FD here to try to get out that low shaker. And the first bait going to be able to combo us off here. And the drop into the reset for the overhead. I would have gotten hit. I would have gotten hit.
Bro, no one is holding their controller at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, I would bet my entire 99 Jeeklys that after that burst bait, Clover is taking a drink of water, checking their phone, alt-tabbing into Discord. Yo, fuck Anji. Anji's so fucking broken. I don't know. But I know what we're not doing is we are not blocking that.
It's like, man, Anji's so broken when I'm not dead. Oh, never mind. Going in here for this next round of Capel to start the round off, trying to get some type of preemptive press from Scissors here, trying to use that S-disc as that neutral tool that it's so touted to be now. The 2K2D gonna let us sit into this H-disc pressure. Scissors gonna be able to guess right throw, gives us another life lead, but the TK Bad Moon gonna make Scissors spin that burst and go back to neutral.
Mixing around with these oh god, we're on each side of you right now. Scissors with some good defense there at the end. The Nagiha immediately answered by burst. Clover feeling that pressure with our back to the wall, literally. Does have the H-disc here to mix you around with some of these JHs. Good just box from Scissors, but Benedol throw was not close enough. Clover catching out with that counter hit damage. I mean, Scissors.
Oh, and look at this. Scissors just going in, dumping that tension, knowing they can secure, and look at that red health just fall off of us, Jeek.
Bro, we are falling off right now. Scissors finishing off with the Rin. Nice stuff. Could have been either player's game, bro, but that overhead finishing it off. Clover answering right back, though. Has the H-disc, Joni down with his JS.
Ooh. Nice jump. We didn't really get to see that much from Kriby because Kriby was trying to go for those anti-air buttons, but Scissors gonna show what it can really do here whenever you're able to stop that Capel looping situation. Gonna be able to get this hard knockdown post wall break, able to catch the backdash with the close slash. CloverDragon has to give up that burst, doesn't want to die here, gets us a chance to go in for this H-disc pressure. Scissors has burst, has the guts, has so much health, has the tension, but CloverDragon gonna go for these baits, gonna be able to get that wall break, but a little bit of positive bonus for ourselves, and we're slowly clawing this round right back.
Oh no, the JP when we wanted Bad Moon. Oh man.
Oh no.
We'll see it back on the replay to see exactly what happened, but that's what I'd bet all 99 Jeeklys that this was a Bad Moon right here. Unfortunate stuff. Scissors, I mean, it depends who you're rooting for, of course. Scissors coming out on top.
Oh man, I would bet all 99 Jeeklys plus the 100th one.
Man. Bro, it hasn't came out yet, man. You can't. What are you, like? You're future trading out here, bro? What you insider trading, dude?
It's like taking out a loan. You know, like
you're getting money. No way you're shorting a future Jeekly, bro. That's crazy.
I am. I'm shorting a future Jeekly because I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Tune in next Friday.
Yo, bro, trust me. It's fucking r/finance bros out here.
Hey, but see, my tinfoil hat doesn't have holes in it. The counter hit to be in the parry gonna allow us to secure another situation here after getting a good bit of damage. The high-low mix gonna be able to come out, but the counter hit gonna allow us to try and go for a burst bait that doesn't exactly work out.
Oh, just to be clear to everybody, no. So next week is Evo. Jeekly 100 is 2 weeks from now. It'll be July 3rd.
Fuck, I forgot next week's Evo.
Just to be clear.
Maybe my tinfoil head does have holes in it. Oh no.
Okay, catching you with this HedCheff. Simple stuff here from CloverDragon finishing off this round. Hair car in the back pocket just in case. Scissors about to get this burst back after spending it a little early there. So we're still in a great spot. Try to 5P jab you down, but the Capel dancing around it. I like the way the Clover uses that special move. The late JK gets the setup after the cool slash burst bait. OS as Clover catches you. Oh, okay. Good blocks. Good blocks.
I mean, you got to reset there. Probably didn't have the ability to kill even with the wingers saved up. What a grab there from Scissors. Going to be able to go for the reset into another grab, just applying this pressure. The risk bar slowly building up. CloverDragon finding a way out. Going to have to let this RC kind of settle down. Make sure we get the close slash to secure that game. And Jeek, we're going to another game 5.
They said, Jeek, you're here all night, homie. You're getting strapped in, tied down. This is what you asked for. I'm like, okay. Game 5 every match. Why not?
I really did forget next Friday was Evo.
Dude, I'll let you guys know a little joke. Arxis was going to give us money for an upcoming tournament, so we opted to use it for the Jeek League. That's going to be the June 30th. So big shouts to Arxis and Team Arc creators for doing that for us. But I initially offered to them, hey, let's do it for the Jeekly 100. It's going to be on the 26th. And they were like, we don't think we can do that because that'll be Evo weekend. And I'm like, oh, that is happening. Okay, well, I'm not going to host that weekend. So shout out to Team Arc creators. Here we go. Scissors. Nice job. Get you with that 6P. Clover bursting you back.
I mean, and now just trying to get this 6P trade, getting that throw there. We're close enough to make it happen after that resource war. The burst going to be able to come out from Scissors. One a little bit under half health, but that gut still hasn't kicked in yet. We're not seeing that yellow bar, but now CloverDragon gonna have to eat through this slowly, going for that reset, trying to steal that corner. The 50 tension is on the side of Scissors. Gonna be going back to playing this neutral. The JS trying to come in here. The low trying to be able to get something started. The counter hit close slash. This is exactly what you want to see if you're CloverDragon. We're gonna put ourselves on set point.
Woo. CloverDragon making the run of a lifetime here. If we can take out Scissors, that will not only... that'll be a record run for Clover, I'm going to be honest. Getting this Millia up the top 4 will be a sight to behold. Scissors very consistently in these top 4s. Making it very far in these net play brackets, winning those backpack brawls. The first comes out. Clover being preemptive here with those 2Ks. Dance around with that Capel. Good spin that sits you down.
And now we're going to be able to see this fish, this 2-piece stagger pressure. Going to be so scary for CloverDragon to press on, because if you do, this exact thing happens. We're going to go for a shimmy. 100 tension on the side of Scissors. Going to send you through the wall. We're slowly building that burst back, going into this potential next round. But CloverDragon not out of it yet. We don't save that tension. The Capel going to be able to come out. The YRC coming out from Scissors. She really wants to stay alive here. She really wants to keep herself in this game. The 2Ps into the JH. We got to block here. We can't get left, righted, top down, side scrolling, beat 'em up.
Oh, what? No.
Oh,
what?
no.
Oh, come on. What if they dropped it?
No.
What if they dropped it, though? Okay, GG's. GG's.
GG. But hey, we got another set coming up, though.
All right, here we go, guys. Rolling in. We're still moving our way through these losers quarterfinals. You got Kaneda up against RedIAmNot. I've seen this matchup before. Gonna see who's gonna make it up through this bracket. Red trying to make this losers run for themselves. Coming up on the winner side of the bracket, sent down to this side. Kaneda trying to make our way through with some very close sets. We're gonna see if we still got the stamina, no pun intended, canceling some here on this Sin pressure. You got 50 tension on the side of Red trying to keep you back, and that BT Red RC is gonna start it. Kaneda slowing it down with the burst.
I mean, you got to try and keep whatever momentum you can here. RedIAmNot not going to let Kaneda run away with this offense in this round. The DP going to be able to come out, though. We have 100 security, going to be able to go in with this Typhoon. Not going to be able to use it for the cancel. Close slash into the dash cancel, into the air taunt, but not able to kill.
Okay, we'll see what we got with this. Goldlewis, you got 2 security clash canceling there on that 6P. Kaneda gets a chance to play with these staminas. Good IBFDs there from Red, making it a little transparent what that pressure is going to have to be. Well, nice job connecting the overhead into that super after. Now it's either player's game. Oh.
Would you bet it all on Tap Dust RC? I know I would bet it all on Tap Dust RC. I respect it.
Yeah, and Red, I mean, to be fair, Red bet it all on 50-meter reversal right there. You know what I mean? Both players taking a gamble. Gonna burst you back here. Gonna keep you in the corner. Red, gonna see what we can do to get out. It's gonna be the 2S.
And now we're gonna be able to get that big man melee mix with that JH cross up the IBFD on that Typhoon, but it doesn't end up working. And RedIAmNot just absolutely churning through this health right now. Kaneda trying to get something started, but the close slash anti-air nerve does end up not working. Jeek, were you playing? Are you RedIAmNot?
Was I? What do you mean? Was I playing? Yeah. I see. Nice callback. Nice callback.
Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, not to pick on Kaneda, but I've seen a couple of those interactions tonight where Kaneda, I notably in the Markiplier set, there was one moment where Markiplier did the PRC JH and got to the other side of Kaneda. Kaneda did pick close slash in that moment. You know, I know I'm calling back a previous set. So Kaneda, you know, like most of us probably, is still going for that close slash anti-air in those moments. And I mean, honestly, sometimes you use the close slash just to keep them from fuzzy jumping, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes if you're quick enough on that fuzzy jump, you're able to get around it just like Red was there. Let's see what we got in this game too. Already sat down with that 6P.
I mean, already changing up that anti-air target. It's such an ingrained habit to a lot of these players from how strong it was in Season 4. And I know myself is still trying to get new to it, but the burst's going to come out here from Kaneda. Goes in for that overhead into the Kara, getting the most out of this Tyrant barrel here. Going to be able to send us through the wall, get us some of that meaty pressure. That FD coming out. We're going to use that stagger, trying to make RedIAmNot press some type of button, but the close slash wake up. Going to be able to get us a side switch with a good bit of damage. Going to be able to use that super to break the wall. Hard knockdown.
The single churn getting us this hard knockdown. Kaneda with full resources. And, oh, dude, that's it. That's the round. That's the round. Unless Red wants to burst, doesn't get the chance. Even if you wanted to, Kaneda with the early barrel.
Trying to get some type of momentum back in this game. The 6P going to be able to come out, but that Skyfish going to kind of have a stronghold on neutral. The 2H going to come out and deny that 6P. We're trying to play this RPS game of, are we going to continue with our mids, or are we going to go in with these lows? Trying to go in to secure this neutral. The burst bait coming out. Maybe just saw the counter hit and panicked. It happens to the best of us, especially whenever you're against RedIAmNot in this Goldlewis.
I mean, and to give it back to Red, you know, like sees that counter hit, says, oh, my homie's gonna burst here, bro. Like, spends that Red RC, doesn't have to worry about the optimal counter hit routing, says, oh, I'm just gonna bait this one out. And we have a good start here, trying to get in with that JD. Gets enough time to get that drone. Kaneda gets the 6P, but gets punished with it on hit when Red gets that level 2 security drone. That being said, able to JD around it. Great routing. Look at the IBFDs, though, from Red. So good with this Sin defense.
And now you're stuck with this deflect shield, trying to walk it down behind that drone. 6P into that beak driver going to come out here. We have no stamina, but we do have a little bit of tension on our side. That IAD JD still hit kind of deep with that timing. Going to be able to build that Roman cancel. We have all the meter in the world for that security to take this round here and go up 2-0. Kaneda on almost out of this bracket, but still fighting really hard.
Nah, bro, if you're taking rounds off of RedIAmNot, bro, that's already enough to be like, damn, I'm doing something right now. But we want more than that. I know Kaneda aspires for more. My man, been up here in these top fours before, wants to get that run back up. But I'm just going to keep it real. RedIAmNot, the second most winningest player in the Jeekly ever. Probably got 20 plus wins in this bracket, and we're about to get up to our 100th, man. RedIAmNot so consistent. Doesn't care if we're on winners or loser side. Doesn't care if you're playing Anji or Sin. Is going to try to play their heart out and try to win this out. So Kaneda going to have to keep it clean. Get some tick throws to start us off. Just box coming out. Red going to use that far slash to press back out. This BT being represented in the air. Getting around with these JKs. Kaneda still trying to keep you here in this corner.
especially whenever we have these plus frames that we're able to just kind of enforce with these stamina follow-ups. But RedIAmNot showing you what a real plus frame looks like, using this drone to secure that neutral off of these Typhoons. But the IB coming out from Kaneda right on top of it with that throw, but the IDJD gonna allow us to keep our corner. Burst coming out from both sides, but Kaneda winning this resource war with all this tension and stamina we have on deck.
Oh, didn't get the BT confirmed after that 2K link. Bet it all and throw. Kaneda holding up, gets the reward here with the 100 meter. This RTL, the 100 meter RTL, this kills, right?
Yeah, this kills 100%.
Oh my God. I was kind of nervous there because the HP was not moving, but you got to bet it on that 100 meter RTL. Great stuff there from Kaneda to finish off that round. Oh, and a 5P jab to start this one.
We love those anti-air. 5P is going to allow us to get so much of that corner carry. Eat gonna allow us to secure the wall break with that beak driver, do a little bit more damage than if we let that 2H kind of second hit come out. But now we're getting these presses in neutral and they're doing so much for us, going for that shimmy there. RedIAmNot more privy to it, gonna allow us to get this 2P to mash out of the situation. Typhoon gonna allow us to anti-air the anti-air, or I guess anti-air, yeah, you get it. Gonna be able to go in for this wall stick with that Typhoon, but we have a lot of resources on Kaneda's side.
Having that stamina, having that full stick of butter, and RedIAmNot saying, what do you have? Dead. Oh my God. Okay, well, here we go. Set point for this big Goldlewis Red with the jump JH being answered by that burst. Kaneda trying to play it safe here. 6P in you back, getting that eat buff as well. Gonna dance around this drone if we can, but Red clipping you with the overhead.
I mean, you're in such a tough spot right here. If you're Kaneda, going to be able to be sit through the wall here. You're one interaction away versus this Goldlewis champion. Going to have to go in for the counter hit, but has to be a little bit more safe because the burn it down is chasing right behind. Going to be able to get that throw Oki in the corner, but we back throw. We don't throw into the drone. We don't be able to get a chance to secure this game. We're kind of just staring at each other, playing that Grand Blue neutral. Most interesting Grand Blue set. Gonna be able to go in for this. FD gets the back into the Tyrant Rave.
No way, Ukyo throwing hands on comms. We're getting in here. Goes for the Elcon to try to clip you low. Gets the throw after the Red RC. After there, you can't burst Sim 6K. We're learning here in top 8. Kaneda getting a game on the board.
Man. 6K coming out here, gonna do a great job at kind of tricking RedIAmNot to believing that there was a chance where they could get that burst. Going up one game in this set, RedIAmNot still having the lead though.
No, for sure. RedIAmNot still the big dog here in this matchup right now. And if you guys want to try to add to the pockets of these players, exclamation point match arena is going to be the way to do it. And you don't even have to spend any money. You can do so for free by claiming those codes. Every 4 puts $1 in the pot. Thank you very much to those who have already contributed. I'm going to say HedCheff and John. Thank you all very much for those contributions. Let's see what we got here. Kaneda going to try to get around with that drone. I'd like the 2S to try to see if we can't clip Red's toes here. Going to get the overhead counter hit, immediate cancel time barrel, close out to the wall for the break.
I mean, the awareness just to be able to understand when these hits are going to come, getting that eat, knowing that RedIAmNot may play a little bit more passive at this round start. We're trying to get a little bit away from this drone, trying to secure some type of neutral presence with these buttons instead, but you're going to get hit by the fuzzy going in here for this combo. Look at that damage from that JK fuzzy situation.
Nice job with that anti-air 6P, getting that meaty beak driver. Red answering immediately with the burst. You got the drone playing neutral for you. Counter hitting with that BT, baiting the burst with the jump cancel. Red goes to set point.
That's not what you want there. If you're Kaneda, gonna be able to give up that burst, we gotta win this round here without a burst because of the damage that RedIAmNot can put forward. The 2K 2D gonna be able to great start to that, gonna secure these plus frames, gets that run up close slides with the far slides. What a great conversion. No, but is it close enough to get the pickup with that 2K? The hoof stomp gonna allow us to get a nice little overhead into the Tyrant Rave. Hard knockdown, but we got so many resources on the side of RedIAmNot.
Oh my God, those IBFDs were aura right there. Kaneda still going to try to close out this round with the 5 DRC. We're going to the last round again. These players saying, Jeek gets no fucking bedtime. You're up all night hosting this tournament. We see what we got here.
Gonna be able to get another one of these far slashes, and man, these IBFDs coming in at just the right time, forcing to Kaneda to try and commit to spending a little bit more of that stamina. But now you're exactly where you want to be if you're RedIAmNot. The 5P gonna come out from Kaneda, contesting this looping typhoon pressure. You gotta choose what you're gonna do. Tried to get a mash out, but it didn't end up working. All of the gauge, all of the security. The only thing we don't have on our side is that burst, but it's not mattering when you're clumping health off like that.
Now Kaneda does have that burst, has that 50 tension, has full stamina here. Gonna save it after that Hawkbear connects. Oh, I love keeping ourselves safe with that PRC after getting that far slash on block. Red being preempted with these BTs, trying to keep it safe with the PRC, but Kaneda still gets the whip punish, goes for the 6K, tries to get the 6B after, gets a chance to spin the burst, gets this connection here with that hoof stomp. One more hit into a Tyrant Barrel will kill. Kaneda saving the meter for that moment, but Red with the anti-air 2P.
But I don't think this is going to be able to kill. You're going to use all that security, and it barely does. Oh, what a close set from both these players. Oh. Man, Kaneda put up such a good fight, but gets sent out of the bracket, man. All right. Coming in here for your losers semi-final match, we have RedIAmNot just getting out of that absolute barn burner of a set with Kaneda coming in here trying to make this run through losers secure another Jeekly title, but CloverDragon taking back-to-back game 5 sets to put themselves in this position, trying to get a bye at that loser's final spot for a shot, and whoever makes it there, it's currently undecided, but by the time you're watching this VOD, it will be YRC gonna come out here. The 2K2D CloverDragon has a good bit of a health lead, has that burst lead, but definitely not out of it yet as long as you're blocking this Goldlewis Typhoon pressure.
Ooh, yeah. Is at least gonna get that burst away. So Red gonna be happy about that one. Clover still trying to secure this round, trying to do that Rising JS setup. Good job blocking these overheads here. Getting jailed back by this BT. Now you're stuck in the corner. You're not going to have that privilege trying to walk out those BTs. Red getting another hit into that red RC. Nice claw back here from the Goldlewis. Kept Millia there in the corner for a majority of that first round.
With the 5K going into the 6H, CloverDragon doing a great job at jumping out to these strong leads with this high-low pressure. RedIAmNot just can still have the opportunity to climb it back, but this far slash going to be able to beat out that far slash from RedIAmNot. A little bit more of that length, maybe a little bit of a disjoint at that end. The far slash coming in clutch once again. TK Batmoon into the fast RC. JD not going to allow us to get that mix there. The combo not applicable, but now we're stuck in the vortex once again. The YRC coming out from CloverDragon. We're trying to use those plus frames to try and get back in, but RedIAmNot just not having it.
Oh, gonna get this throw here in the corner. Clover spending that burst, staying alive here on a pixel, but the burn it down, you gotta end the game right here. Oh. Pushed back by that 2K. Once you got down to that low HP, honestly, the moment you're like more than 5 feet away from Goldlewis, it's checkmate, bro. Especially when Red's got that 50 tension to burn it down on you. And look, we just barely built it up. You know, shouts to Red, actually. You saw it on the replay. That tiny bit of time walking forward was exactly what we needed to set up that checkmate in the first plate. RedIAmNot so good about finding those moments to burn you down, put up the 2K wall. CloverDragon not even having a chance as we're rolling into this game too.
You know, one thing that we've seen through both of the rounds of that first game was CloverDragon jumping out to a sizable lead with this mix that Millia can present, but RedIAmNot being calm, just taking the hits, taking the pressure, using this life as a resource to get us into the situations like this. We're able to get that wall break, restore that security, do that damage, build that tension. Positive bonus going to be coming, rolling in here. Fast RC coming out. We're going to get another wall stick, and the round ends just like that.
Woo. RedIAmNot out here trying to make this run back up to that winner side. Getting around this Goldlewis here. Clips you here with the counter hit. Nice job back throwing you, getting the punish. Clover trying to approach a bit. It's going to spend the burst to actually have to push you off. I like how we didn't opt for all the security. Was able to save one for that mine. Red with these air BTs putting you down. Clover still finding these licks.
I mean, getting the nice little counter hit close slash there coming out of the air. Going to use that Artemis to be able to break the wall. Nice little bit of damage shaved off there, but RedIAmNot just absolutely not having it. Going to use that Typhoon cancel, either get the hard knockdown or get the kill. Going to go up 2-0 in this set. CloverDragon going to need to bring it back.
Bro, I gotta say, Red out here playing like he's like they're a pro player, bro. Red out here like, hey, I'm always up in this top 4, Clover. What are you doing? I didn't expect to see you here, homie. This Goldlewis, Red, they're so consistent. And honestly,
I mean,
not surprised to see how far they make it up in these brackets all the time. See what we got coming up next.
I mean, man, it's one thing to be able to get these reads, get these situations, and another thing to be able to do them so consistently, just showing the knowledge of this game. But now CloverDragon doing a little bit of staggers with those 5Ks and 2Ks, trying to get RedIAmNot to kind of press something, to kind of engage in this RPS situation so we can get some kind of read. But RedIAmNot going to be able to 5P out of this H-disc situation, understanding that it's fake. Going for those FD flickers, going to fall a little bit faster, goes in for these throw loops. We're playing Street Fighter 6, going to be able to send you through the wall, just build this tension, build this burst. The YRC going to be able to come out, but CloverDragon has a big mountain to climb here.
Oh, the double overhead, the BT into the 5D. RedIAmNot puts themselves on the set point. This Goldlewis out here trying to get up into that prize pool. By the way, the winner of this one does so. Big shout to those contributors out here, and you can still contribute with that exclamation point Matcherino for free by claiming those codes. CloverDragon going to use this ladder combo to bring you down to the corner. Red still trying to check with those 2Ps. You see that they're active, but the throw to put you down into the corner here. FD shooting you back. I like this JK from Red to get out of that corner, and the BT to sit down this Millia.
You know, I absolutely love the patience on RedIAmNot here. Not scared to get put in these mixed situations. Not scared to kind of just let CloverDragon try and set something up, knowing that she's got to take a lot of risk to set up these high-low left-right situations. But CloverDragon making the most of it here. Going to be able to go for the cross-up. Going to be able to get the low hair card. Definitely has enough to kill here. CloverDragon still has a good bit of life left in this set.
For sure. The stamina's high. Gonna take this air throw here on the chin. Okay. Red trying to speed run it here with the same side. JH as well. Okay, Red. Ease up a bit, homie. Come on. Got the burst here. Clover trying to get around this Capel. Gets the JH, bursting you down. That's that level 2 security. Burn it down. We see what we got here. The flex shield at the very end. That's the OS. Red comes out on top.
Gross. RedIAmNot. There's kids watching. Oh, that's gross.
Rolling the grand finals, guys. RedIAmNot on the P1 spot. The birthday train is playing. It's GG's for GC Yoshi. I'm just kidding. RedIAmNot coming in from the loser side. We'll see what we got. GC Yoshi and their first top 8 of a Jeekly and grand finals. If you were watching earlier, you saw Poncho. Unfortunately, because of a DQ, we weren't unfortunately able to see them play any further. But not surprised to see where we're at with this grand finals. These are some strong players. Wasn't surprised to call this one for possibly our grand finals match, to be honest with you. And Red with a good start here, low in that HP, but does have this bet in the corner. GC Yoshi trying to go for that backdash call out, but Red still getting these counter hits and keeping you down, but the back throw.
I mean, and going in for the tick throw setup with that JD there. Goes in for the 2K. We have a little bit of tension on our side. Going to be able to set up one of these errors, but the YRC going to be able to come out. The burst coming out from the side of GC Yoshi, really wanting to establish a little bit of dominance in this Winterside Grand Finals. Not letting RedIAmNot get anything started. We already got the birthday train buff, but GC Yoshi going to be able to secure that first round at the cost of that burst.
Ooh, counter hitting with that JS on the start here. Red getting that burst. May see it on a future route here, especially now that Yoshi has you in the corner. But Red with just some normal up forwards gets a punish hit on that 2K, the BT to confirm it, and actually corner swap here. You know, Red's got those optimal routes to get ourselves in the best placement on that Goldlewis. 50 tension to get this drone after as well. Yoshi going to have 50 on the other side, but taking a lot of damage.
Yoshi trying to use these FDs to try and give themselves a chance to get back into this round, but RedIAmNot showing the combo consistency and ability that got us here back into this grand finals from loser's side after being sent down by Poncho, I believe it was. Now the JS going to be able to come in here. FD coming out from GC Yoshi trying to get a chance to play this RPS, but we're getting high-low mixed by Goldlewis. Going to be able to break the wall with that fully churned super. All we have to our name is a little bit of burst, but RedIAmNot getting some good momentum right now.
Oh, and with that air taunt, was able to call out, baiting that gold burst. Didn't get much of a punish after, but still kept our pressure. And the JK last hit was all we needed. Strong stuff right there. Reminder, if you're not aware, because Red is coming from that loser side of the bracket, will have to win 6 games here in order to take it over GC Yoshi one of these sets. And if you're saying, damn, okay, well, that sounds like quite the feat. RedIAmNot literally did it last week. So no stranger to making those losers runs when they have to. Let's see what we got here in this game too.
I mean, we've seen a good bit of defensive counterplay from GC Yoshi, understanding that you can backdash these Typhoons like we just saw there, using this FD to try and get into a spot where we can reliably backdash these Typhoons, but RedIAmNot kind of seeing this, using this pressure that kind of skirts around that idea, going in for these lows, these overheads, absolutely draining that tension from GC Yoshi, building this risk. Purple gonna slowly turn into gold or red, but that burst gonna be able to come out from GC Yoshi. Really wants to establish some type of offensive pressure in this round, using these errors, using these plus on block situations. Gonna try and get something started here with these follow-ups, just looping this pressure.
Yeah, we do got a lot of malfunctions coming out, getting those +3s when we can. Nice job. We're using that burn it down to get the cross up JH there from Red. The safe jab 2P. RedIAmNot ready with the setup. Closes out this round.
I mean, RedIAmNot feeling that momentum from that last loser's side match that we did get a chance to see. Going in for that 6H overhead. GC Yoshi starting to try and get something back, but the throw coming out from RedIAmNot going to be able to get that big man Millia cross up. Tap dust doesn't exactly come out here, but we get hit by the strike throw once again. You spend so much time focusing on these Typhoons that you get stuck in this vortex of left-right strike throw. Fully churning that super. 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, you're dead. RedIAmNot going to be able to go 2 up. 2 games on RedIAmNot side, 0 games on GC Yoshi's side, gonna allow us to secure that lead.
Very strong start here from this Goldlewis, bro. The full churn ruining the replay since the start of me adding those to my stream. Motoko 0, thank you for the follow. 1 art beat. Doran 2K. Yoshi with the follow. Speaking of, here on the screen. See what we got here. Keeping it back, jailed down. Try to go for that air projectile. RedIAmNot getting stuffed in the startup of our drone. Went for the jump cancel there. Didn't get the full burst bait. Another stuff on the drone. Yoshi doing such a good job of canceling out that security meter and that mechanic entirely.
I mean, and now we're seeing GC Yoshi do such a great job at applying this offense. The drone gonna be able to come out and pop here. I guess the head coming off of the body. We see it once again. GC Yoshi's kind of forcing RedIAmNot into these situations where we want to punish, but RedIAmNot gonna be able to use this super. We have 100 tension on the side of GC Yoshi. We got a lot of meter to be able to FD and backdash these Typhoons. When we get at that perfect range, the needle follow-up gonna be able to come out here using this. What? Oh my god, that's a nasty cross-up, even with the RC. I had no idea what side that was gonna be able to hit on, but these needles kind of just setting up these errors, but RedIAmNot chasing you down.
Trying to get these hits. I see the IBFDs from Red, but the frame trap error cancel gets that round for Yoshi. Bro, I'm feeling the pressure right now. I'm seeing the great defense here from RedIAmNot, even down to the wire, and I already know we're up 2 games as well. This Goldlewis is going to be quite the mountain to climb. Yoshi doing good here with these malfunction cancels, using the rock to get those frames after, spacing out that BT. Both of those, in fact. Yoshi trying to get forward with this 2D, trying to clip you. The drone is going to win this neutral for us, and anti-airs that jumping attempt from Yoshi. The BT's having to get blocked, able to get away with that deflect shield.
We're doing such a great job on defense on both sides. This is exactly what you want for GC Yoshi. The PRC gonna add a little bit of scaling here. We might not be able to kill, but we are gonna be able to reset into a high-low situation with the fadeaway jumper error code gonna be able to come out here. The 2P conversion, what great awareness from GC Yoshi, gonna be able to get a game on the board.
Yo, shout out the Knots 37 rats in that Bedman 2P, bro. GC Yoshi showing you how good it is right here. Loving what we're seeing. Red still finding that chance to say, okay, goddamn, I'm gonna burn it down and win the game. No, doesn't get the chance with that fast smash right there. Yoshi getting one on the board, but this Goldlewis having the lead, has the momentum, has nothing to lose. You know? Let's see what we got here going into this game 4.
You know, it has a circle to lose, you know, the circle, like 0, like none to lose.
Very good, very good.
It's coming out here from GC Yoshi. Both these sides using these resources right away. RedIAmNot going to be able to get this wall break. Both these sides just enacting this suffocating pressure, understanding that they both know this RPS, understanding that both know how to interact versus each other. The burn it down going to stop us from getting that needle zoning pressure from full screen. But what a throw from GC Yoshi, understanding these situations off of that burn it down so well.
Going to use the rock here to keep you back. Oh, I think I saw a burn it down start up there from Red for a second. Ah, there it is.
Oh.
Yoshi trying to use these projectiles to keep you from even starting it. Blocks the low BT, able to go for the wire. Dude, Red with that 6P saying, you're not going to far slash me, but the JS does connect. Red does have burst here. There's a chance it comes out potentially. Nah, gonna keep it in our back pockets. Yoshi closes out the round.
I mean, instead of going for a shimmy there, going in for that deep run in, catching that potential tech situation with that close slice, but we get the cross up with that air taunt. Gonna be able to get that JH into the line of fire here. Gotta hold this pressure. We don't have very much tension. We're gonna be able to use this super, not a full 260 or 360 or whatever the numbers are for the circle. Circle. You get it?
Very good, very good. Ukyo learning his shapes out here, calling out the backdash with that overhead BT, has to spend the burst. The JH counter hit though, getting bursted back here from Red. The minigun connects, level 2 here. Does that break the wall? Oh, okay, wasn't close enough.
Gonna use all that security gauge. What a backdash from GC Yoshi, doing such a great job interacting with this Typhoon pressure. Gonna be able to send us into the wall here, gets a nice little wall break, but not able to stop that follow-up. Not able to use that tension, maybe wanted to save it there. Burn it down, gonna come out. What a reversal. Super GC Yoshi is so aware in these round situations. Gonna be able to get that 2P press there. RedIAmNot doing a great job at representing these these defensive options, these 6Ps, these 2Ps, these 2Ks. What? Ooh, gonna be able to FD out here, but we're gonna use this super. Does it kill chat room?
Oh my god, it fucking does as we go to the reset, bro. Oh my god, RedIAmNot is a demon.
Oh man, woo. There was a part of me there that asked that question because I didn't believe, but who am I to not believe in RedIAmNot? Who am I to not believe? Who am I? Reset point here. All we gotta do is win 3 more games and we secure this crown once again for RedIAmNot. GC Yoshi though doing a great job at kind of adapting in these sets and these situations. Almost brought it to a game 5 set in that first round or first game or first set. Grand finals.
The way that Yoshi is using these automatic error cancels has been amazing. Used it to secure a jump in, used it to keep Red here in the corner, going for these charge malfunctions. Spaced out though, wasn't able to get that 5 page. The slow overhead Red not falling for that one, able to block this one out this late in the grand finals. Of course, only needs to win 3 more games to secure the whole tournament, but you gotta get through Yoshi with this DI in the corner. Closes out the first round of the reset with a perfect.
And we're just slamming these 6Hs that can crush your ass normal. Gonna be able to get that overhead coming in here, going in to set up this needle follow-up. Gonna allow us for this pressure. 2P, 2K. RedIAmNot been doing such a great job at representing these Abare options when stuck in this pressure with these follow-ups. But now we get to see one of these changes that happened. gonna be able to get these cancels to enhance these specials or these special follow-ups. The tap does from full screen might have been a misinput there, but it doesn't end up costing us.
Trying to keep you back with these FD blocks. The overhead puts you down. The 2K clipping. Red ready with the drone, and then the churn after. Going for the full, breaking the glasses. Putting ourselves in an equal position outside of this hard knockdown that is. Clipping with the 5K. Yoshi spends the burst, feeling good about this round.
I mean, maybe wanting to secure this this momentum in this grand finals reset, but the YRC gonna be able to corner you, gonna be able to get into this situation again. Red they are not, but ready they are to be able to go into this next round.
Bars. Here we go, keeping you down here with these pins. Red with the full screen BT, sitting you down, crossing you up after, was ready to link the 2K, didn't get the full conversion. Yoshi using this tri-dash to put ourselves down with these quick short hops. We're playing SNK out here, just blocking back that minigun a bit, trying to preserve some of that meter, but Red with the fast RC is going to send you through the wall here.
Positive bonus is going to matter a lot here, especially for keeping up this pressure. If we're GC Yoshi, one thing we do not want to happen is let RedIAmNot on offense. We burst as soon as we get it. We cannot let this pressure start. The 2K 2D doesn't get the knockdown as we wanted, and the Typhoon going to be able to secure the first round in this game, in this grand reset. Both of these sides playing their heart out.
GC Yoshi in their first ever Jeekly top 8, already up here in grand finals. RedIAmNot saying, hey, first time. Trying to speed run this bitch to get as much as we can in this prize pool, the lion's share of it. Exclamation point Matcherino if you want to claim any of those codes to add to these players' pockets. Everyone you see on the screen at this point gets a slice of that dough. Who gets the biggest slice? Is it going to be Red here, already resetting the bracket, already getting a game on the board? Or will Yoshi in their first ever top 8 secure their first ever champion spot?
I mean, and now both these sides just absolutely swinging these buttons in neutral, trying to capitalize on both of the reads. These needle follow-ups gonna come in here, trying to secure this damage, whatever we can get on RedIAmNot. But the Typhoon's gonna allow us to really contest these buttons like that. JS gonna be able to combo into it. This is exactly what we want to see on the perspective of RedIAmNot. But this 2P coming out from GC Yoshi doing such a great job at RPSing this Typhoon pressure. I've said it once, I'll say it again. It is so hard to be able to represent all these options like GC Yoshi has.
These malfunction errors are keeping you down, though. Those big explosions right there using the pin error to get a clip in. Nice job. Malfunctions coming out again. The far slash to jail you down. Red with the fuzzy jump to try to get out. The rock to sit you down. Look at those frames. The JD that mix you up, keeping you here in the corner. 100 meter on the side of GC Yoshi's. We're trying to get something started. The rock to sit you down, shooting the threes, trying to get over these drones with a tri jump, but it clips us.
I mean, the NBA championship just finished, but GC Yoshi going for a triple-double of their own with the way we're using these malfunctions to try to launch these heads, launch these malfunctions, trying to get this pressure started on RedIAmNot. Once again, gonna get a nice little hit, gonna be able to charge that, I don't know what that move is, to be able to continue this pressure situation, but the 2P coming out from RedIAmNot calling out that charge.
I really like that just block to push back Red, even though we went for that cross-up. Yoshi was ready for it and was ready with the IBFD as well. Spends the burst to push it back, so uses the security on the drone. Doesn't have the 50 for the burn it down, but will have it here soon enough. So you gotta be careful about that one. SRC there on the BT. Yoshi having 100 here, but it's going to have to go through the wall before we get a chance to spend it. No, Red goes for the reset. Trying to get you with the 2H, but it misses. Yoshi gets a far slash into that Red RC, goes into the DI, has enough meter to possibly close this one out. No, we pixel.
I mean, but this is a super install that got that wall break, just absolutely incurring this guard crush pressure with that chip damage. Gonna be able to get us tied up at 1 round apiece. Man, oh, this set's crazy.
We'll see what we got here. RedIAmNot saying, okay, you get one, homie. We'll see what this Goldlewis has to do here against this Bedman rolling up into game 3 here. Well, actually, what game is it now? If game 7, I guess, at this point, if you're counting the original grand finals. Red coming from the loser side of the bracket, putting ourselves in the grand finals where they belong, where they deserve to be. Always up here in these Jeekly top 8s. Yoshi, a newcomer, all things considered, here at the Jeekly top 8s. But we got that 13-year hustle going, don't we? Trying to get out of this corner. Going to spend the burst to push you back.
I mean, now we're just using these needles. Gets a nice little side switch. The needle follow-up gonna end up whiffing, but it sets us up for a little bit of pressure. Bedman want boing boing neutral with the way we're using these short hops to try and bait RedIAmNot to try to dash block in, to try to interact in this neutral with that drone, but it's just not working out for us.
Is able to juggle you around with these BTs. See what we got here, sending you through with this super hard knockdown. GC Yoshi having 50 to spend, potentially, and a deflect shield. We'll see if that comes out. Red with that counter hit. JD, though, not going to give you a chance. Jailing you down with these drones, jailing you down with these lows. Yoshi trying to get a chance to press. Red not giving it to you, saying, I'm here for the money, homie.
I mean, and 2 games away from it, GC Yoshi slowly building back this burst, trying to keep RedIAmNot off of them as it stands, but the Skyfish going to be able to come out, get us that hard knockdown. GC Yoshi bed springs to the corner, but now going to be able to try and get that gold burst. We're going to be able to secure this positive bonus without breaking the wall. Going to be able to get a nice little follow-up with that JP. Dumping into that Typhoon from the burn it down, gonna bring us in 100 tension on the side of GC Yoshi, but not able to get that wall stick with that combo.
The 6P connects. We got 100 meter to play with. The malfunction error getting Red backdashing here. The lows catching your toes. Red, you got those boots shined, homie. Tried to go for the tap dog. Red saw the gap and went for the super.
Can't believe that killed too. I believe that was just the 360, the first level of charge. That no guts really hitting hard for GC Yoshi. We're playing these sets so close, but it's just not giving us this opportunity. RedIAmNot 1 game away from securing this large share of the price pool.
And speaking of, bro, ScaryEsq with the $75 contribution. Yo, homie, you did not need to do that. Thank you so much, man. We're up past $200, means top 4 gets the payout. So great stuff right there. Everyone you've seen, Clover, Poncho, Red, and Yoshi, all going to get a slice of that pie. Just who gets the biggest one? Red trying to win out this grand finals, trying to get forward with that drone here. Yoshi dancing around with this JH, catches your feet here with these lows. 50 meter in the back pocket, but the IBFDs from Red shooting you back.
Doing a great job at ending these pressure with these needles to kind of just preemptively have that follow-up in the chamber. RedIAmNot kind of down backing, stuck in this situation where we got a turtle in the corner. GC Yoshi knows this matchup and is able to leverage all of this tension, all of this meter, this burst on our side. We're going to be able to use the RC, going to be able to go in for that enhanced state. So if we're not able to kill, we're going to be able to get that hard knockdown anyways, mix the enhanced normals, mix the enhanced states. Wow, Jesus.
Ooh. Okay, now, honestly, Red, not too sad about this one, right? Yeah, it's down around, but Yoshi spent the burst to make sure that that happened. So, Red here just has to play perfectly. Gonna spend her burst here early. Gets knocked out of that minigun with the drone here. Yoshi gonna be stuck in the corner. Red trying to get something started. Good block on the JD.
I mean, even though GC Yoshi and Bedman don't have that guts to be able to survive these long combos, we have that high effective health, so maybe we're trying to get some of that burst back, but RedIAmNot absolutely chewing through that effective health, gonna be able to put ourselves on set point. 2K2D goes in for this knockdown, slowly building the security gauge right back up. Gonna go in for this JH jump in, but GC Yoshi resecuring that neutral, getting that JS vacuum. 6H gonna lead us into a little bit of a knockdown so we can reset our pressure once again.
Fully charged malfunction right there to get a bajillion frames. The rock sitting you down as well. It's going to be the tri-dash JK from Yoshi going into that install, securing this hard knockdown wall break. Red with full security, full meter, and a deflect shield in our back pocket. Cannot be given a chance to press. And there it is. It's going to be that full security. Burn it down. Yoshi getting burnt down. Has the burst to spin. The overhead connects. You have to catch your back.
We're going to be able to get into this install state one more time. GC Yoshi kind of clinging onto this life. Goldburst gonna be able to come out using all of that security. We're gonna be able to build a little bit of that PRC, but the 2K into the overhead. The 2P coming out from GC Yoshi gonna be able to send us to game 5 of this reset. Holy!
Bro, y'all should have seen me out of my fucking chair. I'm literally like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me go back to this replay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, what a 2P way to represent that defensive option in a scramble situation like that. You gotta know what you're doing when you're dealing with this Typhoon pressure. One game separates us from one of these players representing that lion's share of the prize pool, kind of playing a little bit defensively, a little bit more passive, trying to kind of capitalize on that knowledge with that spacing trap. GC Yoshi wanting the first round in this game here, trying to secure a little bit of that momentum in this back and forth set.
The lows catching here from Red. Gonna cross you up, but Yoshi with the blocks. The Red RC to keep the turn going, clips you with the low, bouncing you around with these BTs. Yoshi ready with the 2P, gets the counter hit and gets this setup after, but Red with their own 2P back.
Blocking that cross up, kind of going into the air here. Gonna be able to get the burst out of RedIAmNot. Both these players trying to vie for some sort of munitions in this round. The back throw in reaction to the run-up tap dust. What a great thing from GC Yoshi. Gonna be able to get this tension out. We're gonna be able to go to set point for RedIAmNot.
Red with that RC conversion at the end to slow down that round and convert into the round win. Insane stuff. That's their consistency on the screen in full display. Catching you with the overhead. Yoshi getting jailed back down with that drone, but was ready with the deflect shield and the 5-inch counter hit to bring it to the mid screen.
But now we're back into this burn it down situation. The burn it down not disappearing on hit. GC Yoshi able to get the counter hit, but RedIAmNot just expecting it as a business expense. The JS gonna be able to come in here. We're getting these IBFDs, such strong defense. Big 6P coming out from GC Yoshi. Gonna let these follow-ups do a little bit of the work, playing this zoning and neutral game. RedIAmNot trying to hop on in right behind this drone, and now the 2K2D gonna be able to push us into the corner. JA's jump in. We're gonna be able to use this, able to get the counter hit, but not the conversion. Gonna get another counter hit. RCing for the 6H. Final game, final round of this reset.
RedIAmNot, the second most winningest player in the entire Jeekly history, trying to get another one on the board. Another Friday for them. Yoshi in their first Jeekly top 8 here in grand finals, down to the last round of this reset, trying to close things out, dancing around that drone, but the burst getting baited. Red ready with that anti-air jab, juggling you here in the air, goes for a reset with the drone and throws you back for it.
Oh, the JH not end up going cross up. We have 100 tension on our side, and secure the churn. You don't get this far in this many brackets without having that clutch gene in you. RedIAmNot securing this bracket off of that reset. What a set.
Guys, not next Friday because it's going to be Evo, but the Friday after that, July 3rd, the Jeekly 100. Please show up. I would love to have y'all. Let's see if we can break 100 entrants, huh? And then every Tuesday we have the Jeek League. We're going into our playoffs and our finals, which are going to be co-streamed on the ArcSys official Twitch channel. We'd love to have y'all there. And on Thursdays, I got the Jeekly offline in Edgewater, Maryland at Token MTG. We'd love to have y'all if you're in the DMV area. That's it for me. I was with Ukio. Thanks for coming on, homie. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.